And here we are. Hasn't been too long, but long enough to say that people are excited now for this game. Hello, everybody. My name is Fable, and welcome to the next episode of the Ruindall Rambles, Dream Within a Dream. And as I said, I am Fable. I am one of your DMs today. That's right, baby. I'm co-DMing today, and guess who it's with? I do.
Hey! Hi, my name's Pranks, and I'm very excited to be here. Oh my god, have we got we've got a game in store for you.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, just put it off straight off that this is going to be a medium angst warning, potentially high angst.
Yep.
So if you're not in a good headspace, maybe you just put this one to the side for right now, okay?
Yep.
Because we love you and we want you to be in the best, best mind
This is
space.
all.
Because God, we're going to be in mind spaces today.
Yep, and this is also going to be a long one. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are not if you are not up for a long running game, yeah, save this one when you got the spoons for it. Say
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but for now, we'll on.
Take it in bite-sized pieces.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, before we begin, will our lovely players of today, from top to bottom on our list, please introduce themselves, their characters, and what they're looking forward to for this game.
Hello, it is me, it is Uni, and I am playing Zan the Wizard Man. Um, and I'm looking forward to a lot. There's gonna be some good stuff, and um, Dan gets to meet people. He gets to meet all the people. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Is that me next, or does Breaks want to also?
I,
Or I
I guess
guess-
I could.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess I
you
could
are
introduce the
technically.
character I'm playing. Yeah. I'm playing Dr. Gray Matter, who's a very weird, weird man. Weird gentleman of a man. More coffee than tune at this point. Um, and oh my god, I'm just waiting. I am looking forward to the reactions in this game
Same.
because
Hello, I am Fable. I am playing her, and I am also looking forward to the reactions today.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Playing
Hey, I'm not.
indecipherable murmur.
You know, like how it goes. Yeah, hi, I'm Mock. I am playing. Well, I want to say I don't know how it happened, but I do kind of know how it happened. I'm playing two characters technically, though one more than the other. Uh, First off, I am playing Jurgi, the lovable puffball that definitely is not an inconvenience to anybody and is beloved amongst his peers. And I'm also playing Blink Lightly. He's, he's also here. He's here with Zan. It's great. It's good.
And
He's
he's
here to
also
help.
not an inconvenience to anybody and is beloved by all.
absolutely.
Yes, but like not sarcastic this time.
Yes,
Um,
very genuine in that statement because he's the best boy.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to the hurt.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the pain. Let's bring it.
No pain, no gain.
You can't kill me in a way that matters.
God.
Hi, I forgot it was my turn next. I was distracted. Anyway. Hi, my name is Magic. Today I'm playing Duster. He's a rat. I'm not sure what I'm looking forward to because I know there's probably going to be a lot. Yeah,
There's gonna be so much. Oh boy.
there'll be a lot.
Oh man. Hello. My name is Ars Obsessions, also known as Avi, and today I am playing Ruby Red Wizard, tiny wizard, very tiny wizard. And oh boy, there's so many things to be excited about. I'm just I don't know what's happening, and I'm afraid to ask, but you know what? I'm ready for it anyway. Bring it on.
Hello. I'm Vamp. I'll be playing Umi, the ocean cryptid today, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I might be the only one here who has like no angst planned as far as I know, and who's just like sitting here and watching the others like sharpen their own knives with some while being filled with considerable fear.
Don't worry about
I
it.
mean, if we're going with the knives metaphor, it's more accurate to say you have all handed me and breaks your knives, and me and breaks are sharpening and are going to stab you with them. That I think is a more accurate metaphor for the situation.
Yes, they're all very lovely knives too.
Yep. And as we are slowly sharpening these knives, our game, how we're starting this out, it is well, with Zan and Blink. Starting it with Zan and Blink because these are the fellas that actually have to get to Ruindall after getting a rather a fun response to sending that Zan got concerning, hey, could he come sooner? We have a mindflayer.
Yeah, they definitely left in a bit of a hurry after that. Um, on the downside, because Zan is not a tune, he cannot travel by montage. Um, but he can travel by a spell called teleportation. So they probably got to wherever the closest teleportation circle is to the little quarter. I don't imagine there's one in little quarter because it's little.
Alas, Little Quarter's teleportation circle is still in the works. I'd say by the time you guys have to teleport to a nearby town, then go by boat. And when you do get there, you do see that there is a teleportation circle about halfway done.
All right. Good for future visits. Not that I'm saying those would ever happen. Um,
Antler
No, of
definitely
course not.
didn't tell them to put that in just so he could see Zan easier. Definitely not.
Absolutely
Oh, God,
not. It's
no,
perfectly
never.
I mean, Little Quarter's growing. It needs a teleportation
It's for
circle.
practical reasons only.
Only practical reasons. Exactly. You get it. You get it. But anyways, you probably don't have to ask. I mean, Blake has been here before, so you don't need
Yeah.
directions to get there.
Yeah.
I do want to say, like, we don't have to play out this conversation because, you know, it's a little too late and they would have had this beforehand. But Zan would definitely have been like, you don't have to come. I know this guy freaked you out, and you shouldn't have to help him just because I am going.
Well, okay, but also Ruby's my friend, and I want to go see her and make sure she's okay.
All right, that's a good agreement they can come to.
It's a very good agreement, and I like that a lot.
Friends as
Yup.
friends.
My heart.
And you know what? Because I love Blink and I loved that, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. Hey Blink, you're the first one to get an inspiration point for
Yeah.
Oh, well deserved.
because Blink is a good boy and he deserves it.
Good boy.
But speaking of Ruby, Ruby,
Hi.
how have you been these last couple of days since Antler got put on ice?
Well, it's been stressful. Stressful is a word. And that probably defines how Ruby is feeling. Cause oh boy, there's a lot. There's a lot. Cause first, she's helping the doc with like making the helmets and stuff in whatever way she can, and she's also like when the mayor of Little Quarter disappears, you find that a lot of people are starting to look for the mayor.
Oh yeah, a lot of people over the past couple of days have come knocking on the door wondering where the mayor is. First it was his secretary, then it was the mailman, then it was Jenka from the guards cuz she needed to talk to him about shit.
Yeah.
And Jenka's
each and
probably
every time, each and every time Ruby has gone to the door with an alter disguise,
Oh my
an alter
God.
self disguise, and has been like, all right, Antler is currently having a cold. We're gonna have to schedule this for some other time. I can pencil you in.
Baby girls being responsible. But for today, tell me, what disguise is
It's
she
not
going with
being
today
responsible.
when she hears
It
the
is
door?
not being responsible. It is not being responsible. She insists on this fact. It is because if she doesn't, they will in fact come back. and she's tired of them coming back.
Well, tell me, what is Ruby's disguise today when she hears a knock on the door?
Okay, Ruby's disguise today is this, which I place in the game zone. A little,
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love.
a little
Aw.
auburn bunny disguise.
Oh my god.
More like Albert Bunny disguise.
Oh,
Am I
Oh
right?
my gosh.
Oh.
Okay then. We've come full circle, everybody.
All right, so you hear once more another knock on the door, and with a groan, you grab your clip. You stand up from whatever work you're helping the doc with. You grab your clipboard. You've probably got this script in your head already of how to go about this, planned in your head. But as you open the door, you do not see Jenka. You do not see anyone from Little Quarter. What you see is a tall, real kind man with pure white dreadlocks and a familiar lamp-headed Toon.
Yeah! I
I'm
feel
just
like
gonna.
as
What
she's-
is your?
like as Ruby's opening the door, Ruby's just going like, "All right, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have, if you're here for an appointment, we're gonna have, or a meeting or something, we're gonna have to pencil you in for another." Oh, and then like you see like this little Toon bunny like kind of her ears perk up, and then like she blinks for a couple seconds before she goes, blink, and immediately points and drops the altar self.
Oh, hi.
Hi! Oh, wow! It's been a while. And then,
Oh,
like,
you know,
she's-
Blink goes in for the hug immediately.
Yes, good.
Quick question for timeline. Was she speaking last time she saw Blake?
Wish
No.
she was
Nope.
not.
Does Blink notice this?
Probably.
It's fine, don't worry about it. I feel like when Blake comes in for a hug, Ruby like tenses a little bit, like, oh, that I wasn't expecting that. Okay, but eventually she does return it.
Aw.
Yeah.
Ruby, are you okay? What happened? We're not. This is Zan. Ruby. Zan's cool. Ruby's cool.
Hi.
Great.
Actually, hi. Hello. Fable, real quick.
Yeah.
I feel like the Doc and Ruby have in fact been checking out the little black book.
Yeah.
That has there been any mention of Zan in it?
There actually has been, because Zan had at some point, while Antler was on ice, had done a sending spell, which Antler had received during his sleep.
Mhm.
So so not only would you have noticed that you would have seen this probably, you would have been able to see the sending show up in the book, but also Antler's reply to a Xanadu.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So in that case, Ruby is in fact aware that Zan will have been coming. Nice.
And Zen, he tries to give a smile, but he's looking very just overall unnerved by this whole situation. He goes, "It's very nice to meet you. Can can we come in?"
Yeah. Come here. If I'm assuming you're here for the whole, brain mindflayer stuff. And like Ruby, like as she's talking, like her hands are going, like as she's like signing as she talks because it helps her think. Okay, so we're gonna go down the hallway to the left. Let me go first. I know where the traps are.
Oh, that's so good.
Briggs, I'm gonna hand this off to you now.
Okay. All right. So, I think Ruby, with Ruby assisting, you'd be able to traverse the hallway, no problem. Because at this point, since Ruby left Doc would know that Ruby's going to be coming back. Probably just disarmed some of the traps to make it a little easier.
Aw.
But not all of them.
Not all of them. Can't,
Gotta keep her on her
at least
toes.
one.
can't get rid of all of your defenses. No. And that said, could you guys make a dexterity saving throw at advantage, please?
There it is.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Nice.
Sorry. Hang on.
Okay,
Boop,
okay.
boop.
Ooh, better.
17.
We're gonna go with the 22.
Okay, yeah. The only one that actually activates, and it activates behind you as you neatly sidestep it, is the net from the ceiling. Which just hardly goes thump on the floor behind you. But you make it to the door, no problem.
Yep.
I'm imagining as they're making their way through these traps, Blink is like, you know, there's something different about you, Ruby. Are you taller? Which I just want to say is not an inaccurate thing.
She's a grown girl.
Taller.
I feel like Ruby does pause and like looks at Blink like, wait, am I taller? And you just see the little gremlin grin because oh yeah, she is taller. And I don't think she like points it out. She mostly just has that little grin to herself as she presses the button on the little box that is next to the door of the lab.
Okay, there is a very, like, there's some unintelligible sounds and then some, like, Ruby? You back?
Yeah, do you remember that the book mentions, Zan's here? So expect a little bit of extra company while I'm heading down.
Okay, I'll go put another 3 pots on. Alright, and then the door buzzes so you can open.
Oh no.
3 pots? Oh, good God. That Toon is gonna die. Like, Ruby just mutters under her breath. She's...
Zane's like, dare I ask what pots he's putting on?
Coffee.
Oh. That's better than what I was thinking.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Like, Ruby questions that as they head down into the lab.
It could be pasta. They might be making spaghetti.
You know what? That's fair. But no. What you see when you get down is, you know those wacky wavy inflatable tube mans? Have you ever seen like a deflated one?
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's one just kind of like slumping around the laboratory, and occasionally these 2 pincers come up out of the back and like create pots of coffee, like in several different areas around the lab.
Oh my god.
Good golly.
Dog.
Then one of the pincers grabs like a completed pot, and it pours into it, and similarly the wacky wavable inflatable tube man inflates and stands upright, not completely. Then looks to like Ruby and company. They're like,
Hello.
hello,
Alright.
Ruby. And
Today,
Which one is-
I'm Xanadu.
hi, and
And this is Blink.
Blink.
And Ruby points to Blink.
Okay, okay, I knew about Xanadu. Blink. Is Blink going in?
Don't
Where?
know. Well, it's a whole process. The doc can explain it better. Do you want me to go grab the others?
Oh, yes. All right, if we got backup, I think, yeah, I should have enough. Like, there's, like, some muttering. And then he, like, goes off and does, like, then he goes off and, like, he's, apparently his mind wandered off to someplace else, because he starts, like, tinkering with something. And then you might need a reminder, Ruby. He's been doing this more and more.
Mm.
You know, the helmet stuff, putting it on, and then the mindscape thing that you've
Oh,
talked
right.
about.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You explain that. I'm gonna go get the others. Oliver, and like she looks at the pig who's probably in the corner of the room helping out. Please make sure the dog doesn't kill himself while I'm gone. And Oliver just gives a very tired little salute.
Oh my gosh, Oliver.
Oliver.
Oh my god. Okay, so from off screen somewhere you don't see, the doc pulls out a chalkboard and it's covered with like scribbles. And he starts pointing to these definitively, like they actually say something. All right, so about 5 days ago we discovered that Antler has a mindflayer larva in his brain. And then he points to another indiscernible scribble. So, I have created a number of headsets that'll allow you to interface with his brain, hopefully go in and kill the larva inside. Because trying to go in, currently it's kind of hooked up to his brain. If we go in like from the outside, we could kill him pretty easily. And like not to mention if we take him off the ice, which we would have to do in order to do the surgery, then the larva could continue eating his brain. So we got to keep him in there, but we got to get you guys in there with him. So this is the best way to. Where's the coffee?
I think at that moment, Jergy runs up with a big of coffee.
Thank you. And then like
Runs back off screen.
there's another like long pour of the entire pot of coffee somewhere behind the tall collar of Doc's lab coat. All right. Where was I? Right. We have to get you in. So I have some headsets here. I need to. There's some places you can sit. I'll be monitoring everything from outside because I got to monitor your vitals and all that good stuff. I've got some help. Let's see, Turkey. There's the pig, Oliver. Right. So Ruby. We've got Umi. We've got. I guess you two now. There was someone else.
Hold on a moment.
What?
Going inside his mind. It's a bit of a tricky topic, realm for me. How to put this? Will we be going inside his conscious mind or his unconscious mind?
Unconscious. I mean, he is unconscious.
No, that does track.
Has Zan or Blink noticed the giant ice coffin on the wall yet?
Great question.
I wasn't sure if we were in the same room.
Oh yeah, it's just there.
Yeah, it's just there on the
Okay.
wall. It's been
Okay,
making
that
ambient sounds in the background.
Mhm. There's also a little fridge that occasionally, with like a little hose, just kind of ices it down.
Yeah, then in that case, Zan is absolutely just like looking over this big ice cocoon I've got.
Yes, that's him.
And Zan, he starts just sort of murmuring to himself. Oh, look at that friend.
Yeah, that's the fridge that's.
Zan has started murmuring.
Yes, that's what Zan says.
Maybe that's what Nari says
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
upon seeing this thing.
And upon being acknowledged, the fridge comes over. The door opens up and a little sandwich is brought out on a plate and offered to Zan.
Oh, it is. Thank you very much. And gives it a little pat.
It beeps and then goes back to icing down the coffin.
I love that fridge so much.
Bridget, my beloved.
Yeah. I think at that point, Blink like raises his hand as if they're in the classroom.
Yes, you, lamp, blink.
Hi. Yeah. Is this like if there's helmets, is this a physical one or is this like a more abstract scenario?
The helmets enable the abstract scenario.
Okay, cool. Then it'll be fine. I did this once before.
Oh,
Oh, wait, you have?
yes, I've helped Blink telepathically enter companion streams in the past.
Well, that's
Seems
great.
this is-
Here. Like he starts pulling out multiple chalkboards from off screen, and
Uh-huh.
all and you can kind of see like the timeline where some chalkboards are a bit more legible, and then they just kind of devolve into the scribbles that he was just showing you earlier. But then he starts like showing you like the theory behind like what he's trying to do, how it's like inserting everybody's subconscious into one another so that they can interact, and then enter Antler's subconscious.
I'm going
I
to.
would say part of the scribbles have more legible handwriting because Ruby helped out, but I will say Ruby's handwriting is atrocious.
It's
So
just
it's
more
probably
scribbles.
not as legible at all.
Okay, and what was that roll for?
That was just doing an intelligence check for Zan as he looks over the notes written here. Mostly like Zan is trying to figure out if it's even possible for him personally to do this. So
I
he's
gotcha.
very intensely studying these to make sure.
Okay, it's this is very much the scribblings of a mad scientist.
I
And
mean-
considering your surroundings, this is apparently the aesthetic.
Yeah, he could pick up on that vibe certainly.
Oh yeah, but apparently it is possible, at least theoretically. It doesn't look like it's been tried out on a real comic. Well, actually, you know what? I think it probably was. I imagine that the doc actually did maybe do some test runs with Ruby.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That's
I will say,
probably
during these test runs, Ruby did in fact have Oliver hanging out in the real world.
Oh,
Because as much as they're working together, she also still does not trust.
you know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
Don't worry
mean,
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the doc, after like showing all this to Zan, then draws their attention to the 5 dentist chairs essentially that have been arranged around the ice coffin. And there are a number of kind of like those, those hair dryers that they have in salons.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Hmm. There's a headset like that settled up above each seat, and there's an array of like wires and hoses and tubes and just all sorts of gadgetry just cobbled together and running into the ice coffin. So, it's a chaotic looking setup.
Scary
As one
looking.
would expect.
Yep.
Yeah. There's also a very tiny, like one of the dentist chairs is very small.
I'm gonna say if this is probably around the time that Ruby comes back with the others. Probably would have had to carry Umi though, because Umi's leg.
Yeah. I feel like the image that I have is like Umi's piggyback, giving Umi a piggyback ride.
Out of curiosity, how isn't Ruby's strength terrible?
It isn't terrible. It's better than most wizards.
I mean, I'm gonna DM wheel here and say Umi, you're not that heavy. You are both children.
And I feel like Ruby would have actually used her standy speaky to find where Duster is, because Duster is very small.
Yes. Aw.
Yeah. So there's just like a crackling over the standy speakies of Ruby going like, Duster, we're doing the thing. Do you think you can come down to the lab real quick?
Yeah, okay, sure. Okay. Yep, everything's fine. And I will say,
Also, so you aren't surprised, there are 2 people who are here to help out.
there's what?
There's 2 new people, Zan and Blink. They're... Just don't freak out, okay? It'll be fine. If you want, you can come to me and you can hang out in my jacket. Or, well, actually, I'm not wearing my jacket.
I don't
Just
think that's
hang
how
out with
everything will
me.
work.
Just
Fair, Blink is not a new person. He's new for this particular scenario, but he has met Duster once before.
oh yeah. I totally blanked on that timeline. Meh.
Semi-new.
To be fair, Ruby is tired.
She's probably happy to sleep in the dock, but yeah.
Okay.
Nightmares are a thing. Anyway.
Right. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
This is probably the point where Ruby comes back into the room with Umi on piggyback ride.
Duster, I like to think that when you get this call, you are in the cave with Love, and Love is going to give you very comforting nuzzles before you head out.
Good.
Oh boy. Duster's just kind of gonna look over at Love, give Love like a pat on the head, and just be like, "Alright, I have no idea when I'm going to get back. Please do not eat any more of the buttons. I know. I know. I don't know enough about dragon biology to know if they're good for you, though.
And
I don't think.
Love kind of just gives it like a huff as they lay down on their stomach, just like, fine.
Duster does kind of give like a little head bump, which is honestly hilarious, noting their size difference.
Yeah.
And one last pat, and he's off, I guess. Cause God, man, nerve wracking.
Oh boy. Alright.
Alright, and
What's Duster?
as they are on their way back, Mark, you wanted Blink to do something?
Oh yeah, no, I just wanted Blink to take a moment, maybe while, I don't know, Zan is looking over the notes with the doctor. This ice chamber is probably very tall, so Blink probably has to get like a stool of some sort and kind of push it over, and stand up on it. He just wants to look in.
Oh. Yeah, there is a sort of narrow window through which you can just make out. It's like you'd probably have to wipe away some frost in order to really see through it. But you can just make out the face of Antler behind it.
I don't know. Blink just looks hard for a second at this guy. What does he look like while he's asleep?
Frozen? Asleep? I don't know what you expect me to say. He is, he looks like he's just sleeping with some frost that's grown over him as he's been in there for a couple days now.
Does he look as mean as he usually does?
I'm gonna say no. He just looks like he's sleeping.
So, and I think Blink just kind of very quietly puts his hand up by the glass and like just kind of gives Antler a hard look and says, "There are a lot of people on your side here. It's nothing personal, but I don't like you. But I like Ruby, and I like Zan. So I'm helping for them."
I love this voice so much, but I'm sorry, you get no response.
Oh no. He doesn't expect any.
Also,
Yeah.
did you actually touch the ice coffin?
Oh, can I not touch it?
It's real cold.
You know, like when you touch like a pole in winter?
Yeah.
Maybe make a strength check to make sure you can.
Nice. No, now we can break this serious moment for goofs. Like
After the serious moment, Blake tries to get down.
So just a regular strength check, huh?
Yeah, just a regular strength check.
All right. 6.
Ooh.
6.
Oh boy. Oh, sweetie.
Well,
Oh, hun.
Kind of anything you want to try to.
I will here. after a moment, unless someone else wants to do something, Zan
Does
can
the
help.
does the like stool or whatever fall and Uplink is just hanging by one hand?
Oh my god, do you make it? I was gonna say you just can't pull your hand back off of there.
Well, I think he tries and he pulls really hard, and the stool slips and falls, and probably that makes a loud sound, which will alert anyone in the room that something's happening. And Uplink is just hanging there, like,
Blink.
well,
And like Zan will immediately rush over and like he'll first things first, he will like do a little hug lift so that Blink isn't like awkwardly dangling by his hand. um, and goes, "Are
oh,
you?"
thanks. Hey, this thing's sticky.
It's,
Temperature difference.
it's really cold. Hang on.
Then Zan will cast Prestidigitation, which lets you warm up a surface, and that should, at least let Blink de-stick.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll let that happen, no problem.
Sound
But
of
the
a
doc comes
sticker
like
peeling off.
the doc was approaching with a very hot pot of coffee.
Oh God!
He sees that Blink is free. He's like, more for me. Pours it and drinks the whole
Straight
thing.
down his gullet.
Yep.
Oh,
God.
good golly.
This is gonna
Blink
go.
is just like,
Oh, Lord.
thanks.
Doctor is gonna have to use the bathroom for weeks.
He needs the bathroom when he's just sweating it out.
Oh my god.
Oh God! Ew!
Anyways, I'd say by now everyone has gathered in the lab. Duster, I realize you have rolled a stealth check, so I imagine you are staying hidden.
I had rolled a stealth check because I really wanted to do something funny. Basically, Duster is probably the last one to arrive because he did just spend time in the vents just not doing anything. Because there are people in there, and he has to introduce himself, and it's like that sort of, when you're about to do like an interview, and you're just like, all right, everything will be fine. Yeah, he's been doing that.
Buddy.
Oh, bud.
Aww, buddy.
Has he been like rehearsing his script in his head, like, hello, my name is Duster, it's nice to meet you. Hello, my name is Duster, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, he has. I will say he's still not in the room proper because he's just fucking nervous,
Oh
man.
my god. Buddy
Oh,
boy.
baby.
Anyone with a perception of 18 or over can hear a slight, like little claw sounds in the vent.
Zan has a passive perception of 18, so.
Yeah, vent's making some weird noises, my dude.
And, like, Zan is a little bit on edge from everything, and so he will try to, like, he can be like, is someone there?
The pacing stops. There is no response.
Oh no.
Okay. Like, I don't know how high the vent is off the ground, but Zan might try to peek in.
God.
Well, Zan is a real kind man, and this lab was made for Toon.
I will
For
I
Toon
will say
proportions.
this is probably one of the taller, like, the up there vents. However, you are still very tall. You look in, it is almost completely dark, and you see, like, a red eye staring back at you.
Hello. Sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting, but can I help you? Are you a friend of Antler's?
Yes. Okay. Everything's fine. All right. And you hear, like, it was kind of like shadowy in this vent. And like Duster was standing far enough away from the entrance that light wasn't really shining, but the little red dot does get closer, and this little paw reaches like onto the vent grating and just kind of like gives it a small shove. I will say beforehand, Duster probably loosened the screws.
Good.
And so it just comes off. And he's still holding it though. And he kind of lowers it and goes, hi, there's now just a very small rat looking at you.
Hello, my name is Zan. Antler asked me to come to help. Sorry, I get the feeling you don't all get visitors that often.
No, not really. And Duster kind of like picks up the vent grate, and sort of like adjusts it to put it inside the vent. Anywhere else to put it? Not really. No. God, hi, my name is Duster. Hi.
It's nice to meet you, Duster.
God, this rat is just nervous.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be in the
Duster, you're
background.
doing great, sweetie.
I'm gonna be in the background, like,
little rodent.
sorry, yeah. I'm just imagining, like, in the background, Ruby has come in with Umi, and Blink is just like, oh, hi. Like, they're like, getting along real well. While this is, like, going on, like, this super awkward
Yeah.
conversation, and they're
I
just
can
chatting.
confirm. Umi's just like, oh, you're Blink. Ruby has told me about you, like, inside.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I want to emphasize, like, Zan has been very on edge about going into this supposed evil villain's lair, and like, who knows what he's gotten up to. It's been very much weighing on his mind, and he's gotten here, and there's two children and a little fuzzball and an
Yeah, Driggy's hopping
extremely
around, yeah.
anxious and very timid little rat boy, and I guess a mad scientist. But the mad scientist, he hasn't. He seems to be helpful, which is a good thing for mad scientists to be. On a scale of evil to kind of all right.
Yeah.
So Zan is just like, he's doing a lot of processing right now.
There's a rat still staring at you. He has not really moved.
Zan goes, Tune, would you like help getting down? He like offers a hand.
Oh boy, hold on. I don't. Duster's God staring at your hand for a moment and just kind of letting out like that sigh. 'Cause God, he's so anxious. And yeah, this is actually a very big rat, all things considered. Like 7 inches tall.
Big rat.
Big rat.
Big rat.
Rat.
Big boy.
And he stands on your hand. He's still nervous.
Zan smiles at him and lowers him gently down to the floor.
He's just standing there, nervously.
Well, all right, then you have all arrived.
I'm like picturing in the background, like Ruby has like situated Umi somewhere so that Umi can chill out in a place while not having weight on their leg, and then she heads over to Oliver and like pulls out a clipboard from her bag of holding and hands it to him, like, all right, you're gonna be on appointment duty. If anyone comes in, just schedule them or something. Okay. I think that's everything I can think of.
All right. Okay. Oh, so that's like, I think at this point that's when the doc notices Duster. And the doc, despite having been introduced to Duster previously, didn't notice he was there. So
Hi. Hi, my name is Duster. I've been here the entire time.
like the doc like just kind of bends over, like it's really close to doctor, completely oblivious to like any sort of anxiety that this may
Okay.
cause.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
You get a scissor in your face. He doesn't like poke you or anything, but
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So not poking him. All right. Um. Okay. Stops right out of poking range. And like, uh, one very delicately, one of the two of the the arms that he has on his back come over and measure the circumference of your head
Oh my
with
god.
like a tiny measuring tape. So you're the reason we needed a really small one. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the doc zooms away to go make some adjustments to the small headset.
Duster kind of like deflates a little because oh my god, this is very, very nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm. But I think at this point the doc is also trying, like after he makes the adjustments, he's also motioning everybody to take their appointed seat in the dentist chairs.
Yeah.
Probably just uses like the two mechanical arms to grab Umi and deposit them into a seat. Then gives like a little foam or pillow underneath the injured leg for extra support.
Aw.
Yeah, Umi is like, you can definitely see Umi really wants to scratch at the injured leg.
Uh-huh.
I feel like this has been an interaction for a while, and like Ruby just gently smacks Umi's hand away before it can start itching.
Umi just like looks at her.
Don't itch at it. It's just gonna make it worse, and then it'll have to heal longer.
I like to think that before he went on ice, Antler gave Ruby instructions that if she saw Umi scratching, that to stop Umi from scratching.
Yep.
It's not even fully to itch. It's not fully to itch. It's just uncomfortable.
Well, you're gonna have to deal. You got bit by an orca. Of course it's gonna be uncomfortable.
God, I'm just imagining that this has been a thing when like Umi's like scratching their like bandage around like the coffin, like in the little black book. It's just Antler going, "Stop scratching it."
I think at one point, like Doc tries to put like like the cone of shape for a dog, except it just goes around the waist and covers the legs.
Oh my god.
Like a big, like a
And
big
that was
plastic
when-
tutu.
That was when the dog learned that Umi had his farm.
Umi turning into a cloud.
God. What a
Well,
dysfunctional.
gonna have to go back to the drawing board on that one.
They're so dysfunctional. I love them. Anyways, we are over 40 minutes in, and I'd say it's time to get into some brains.
Yeah.
Did we determine ahead of time? Are we just gonna say ahead of time that that Jergy's been kicked out enough times? Like
No,
Doc
I'd
was
say, like-
Doc was doing some testing, and like eventually it just stopped working. That's why they had to start doing it with Ruby.
Yeah. Tests done with Jergy. I think the longest Jergy was able to stay plugged in was a minute.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but as the doc is like going around and like fitting headsets, like he'll occasionally hold out a sandwich and then like name something like an instrument around the lab, like forceps, and then I'm
Yep.
imagining, Jerky comes, takes a sandwich, puts the instrument in his hand so he can continue working.
Yeah.
I will note Duster is sitting in his chair completely wrong.
I love him.
Yeah, doc's like, no, your back goes into that, and then your legs are supposed to be like, like there. I mean, are you comfortable? You're gonna be in that position for a while.
I have a tail?
Oh, right. Hang on. Just get out of there for a sec. He just kind of like punches a hole for the tail in the back of the dentist chair.
No, he just goes,
Oh my
he just holds out a
God.
sandwich, goes, drill. There's a little hole through the...
Yep.
It's better now.
There we go. Just let it
time, like, as things are getting set up, Santa's been, like, picking at the sandwich that the little robot gave to him and just, like, murmuring quietly to Nari, just like, I know, yes, we owe him. No, I understand. We have to try. Look at them. I know. I've got you to protect. No, don't do that. Don't. This is like a long string of that.
Oh.
God.
I mean, God, we gotta start playing. But I think Blake does come over and just like hold Zan's hand for a bit. He doesn't know all the details, but he sees Zan's nervous.
Yeah, you all have your final little preps and to get yourselves emotionally ready. But I think it breaks. I think it is time.
It's time.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are all strapped in. The headsets are down. The doctor instructs you to just sit back, close your eyes, and prepare to enter the mental world.
Actually, like, I know we're gonna play, but I am gonna say Umi is gonna ask the doctor if this machine is waterproof.
Yes, I knew I was working with you, so yes.
Not. Okay, that's good, because the last thing they wanted was, short circuiting.
Yeah.
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 Wait, what if Ubi's chair has like a bucket at the bottom?
Yep.
Umi asks if it's waterproof, and the doc says, "Yours is."
There's like a shower head over Ruby's.
Oh my god.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like Ruby like sets down her bag of holding and then like gives the doc a pointed glare like, "Don't touch my shit." Okay.
What? I don't want your shit. Close your eyes. Then with the
Look at them, they're bonding.
but yeah, with like a full Frankenstein mode, the zapping coils and flipping levers, and suddenly there's a hum inside your head that you feel like down to your core, and everything goes black. And then you can see something.
Oh
It
boy,
looks
here we
like-
go.
It looks like a hallway, and it is lined on each side with doors. Doors is down each side as far as you can see. And you also see each other. And then from above you, you can hear the doc's voice saying, "Okay, all right, everything looks normal. All right, can you hear me?
Thing on.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right,
Or at least I
two-
can. Can anyone
Okay,
else
good.
hear him?
Umi gives kind of like signs yes.
All right, good. And
Yep.
okay, okay. What about the older real kind? Zan, you,
Yes.
okay,
I can
good.
hear you. Thank you.
and the rat.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay, welcome to the collective subconscious.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see.
There's a
Don't
lot
mind me,
more doors than last time. Because Ruby has been here before, technically. If they
Yeah.
have tested with her.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be so empty.
Oh, this is just like the part that connects to the subconscious stuff.
Mm-hmm. And do you guys want to roll perception checks for me?
Oh boy,
Okay.
do I.
Check. Like, what was your perception?
Ooh, we got some good rolls.
Oh, bad roll for Zan. He's probably kind of freaked out right now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, just give me a sec, because I need to cough.
Blink rolled a 22.
Dang, Blink.
Damn.
He's
Dang.
perceiving.
Blink's been here before. Blink's done this shit before.
Blink already knows what this is. I don't think he had like a fun hallway last time. That's fun. That's interesting.
Yeah, this is a fun new deal.
Well, this I can say is probably a constructed hallway made by the doctors for your minds to be all connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does
Yeah.
have the look of something very kind of cobbled together, because it is a long hallway, but there are only, well, there are 5 doors that are readily apparent. There's a 6th one that seems kind of hazy. And the other doors, while you can see them, they seem very far, very distant, very out of reach, basically. As though the hallway, there's a portion of the hallway that you just can't enter or interact with. But the doc finishes whatever he's doing outside in the real world. And it's like, okay, there should be, well, 5 of those, 5 doors, 5 brains, and then of course the 6th one, that should be antlers. If you head over there and then head on in, we can try to get this started.
I'm assuming Antlers is the one that isn't as solid.
Oh, hang on, let me pull up your feed. Okay. Oh, that's weird. It's been corporeal every time I've looked at it before we started this.
That's concerning. Okay.
See if you can open it.
Oh well. Okay. Ruby's like looking at the others like, is this a good idea? I don't know if
Blink
this is
shrugs.
a good idea. But
I-
Ruby's just gonna shrug and like start stepping forward.
I can try opening it.
You sure? It's
Yeah.
okay.
Really important question: is Duster still small?
Probably.
I'd say, yeah,
Yeah.
you're all the size.
Yeah, Duster is still small. And a fun flavor fact I want to add about the Antler's door. It is a pair of it is a bit translucent, but you can tell that is a set of double doors, and there's a bit of ice coming off the border of it.
Well, Duster's going to touch the door to see if he can even interact with it.
You can't, unfortunately. Like, your hand just goes straight through it. But as you make contact with where the door should be, you hear something, and everyone in the group hears it.
That's not
It
good.
sounds like a bit of, like, there's mental static, like listening to a radio that isn't quite tuned to the right frequency, but it sort of resolves, and you hear this. Beyond the shallows dreaming, deep within this ruined mind, search for the gateway gleaming. 5 keys you'll need to find. Within memories there is power, taken from this so-called friend. Will your vision of him sour when your journey nears its end?
Oh god damn it! It's fairy tale riddles.
God, freaks, that was so cool. Okay, all right.
And I'll go ahead and just post that so you guys can read it.
I would love to be able to.
God, this is so good, but also I was already filled with fear, but now more so.
No.
Did everybody hear that?
Yeah.
I heard that. That was. Oh no. Okay. Duster, did it not?
It doesn't exist, and Duster's hand is still like halfway through the door.
I feel like Ruby like kind of walks over to like try it herself to see if it's just a one specific person kind of deal.
Nope, your hand goes right through it as well.
God damn it. Okay.
No, we all heard that little fun rhyme, didn't we?
Yeah, I heard that loud and clear.
Yeah, I believe we'll need to go hunting for a way in.
Does that mean we have to go through? Wait, there's 5 hidden. Oh no! Like Ruby's like looking at the other doors.
Yep.
Yes, I believe you're picking up what is being asked of us.
Oh, great. That's fun. We get to go into our own minds. That's great. Just what I needed. Like, Ruby's just rubbing her face like, ah.
I'm gonna say Umi hasn't said anything yet, but they do kind of like knock their shoulder against Ruby comfortingly.
Aw.
Be that bad,
Aw.
right? It's our own minds. So if anyone was going to go into them, it makes sense if we're the ones that do it.
True, but at the same time,
Umi
they're
sounds
like-
splitting up a good idea.
we are not splitting up. Not when this whole place has a mind flayer in it. That's the worst idea we could do.
No, I didn't mean to split up. I just meant like if I'm in my own mind, I could probably get you guys through it pretty easy because I already know. I mean, I know most of it. I think.
I guess that makes sense, but at the same time, like, if it's your own mind, isn't there going to be like your own fears in there? And like, what if your fears are bad for other people too? It's just, I don't know what to expect, honestly. This is,
Hi, hey, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. And Ruby gives like a thumbs up to the ceiling.
Okay, well, I heard that. I've been trying to do some configuration over here. Okay, I think I can. I need you. Let's see. I've got reading from Umi. Your door. I can. There's something behind there. It's the clearest signal I'm getting.
Umi kind of flips their head and looks upwards and signs like, "Which one is my door?" Before they remember that, oh yeah, the doctor can't see them signing.
I think that he's still watching through Ruby's feed, so if Ruby's looking at Umi, he can see Umi sign.
Yeah, I feel like Umi has been like watching Umi sign and is ready to like attempt to verbally say it.
Gotcha.
Doc is
But
watching.
the doc has been learning Toon sign language, so he does get the gist of it.
Doc is
Well,
watching a multiple VR experience.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
yes.
god.
Dustin's view
Yes.
is very disorienting.
But
He's
he-
very small.
The doc's like, well, take a look around. I get the feeling that since these doors represent an entry into your mind, they are going to be somewhat personalized.
Oh yeah. Say, Umi, what does your door look like?
You're putting me on spot here, Fatal.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh my god. I will say that Umi's door would probably be a simple wooden door, but when you like get closer to it, it's like, you know how like wooden doors like in shipwrecks and stuff like are always like damp and there's always stuff growing on them.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Yeah, like Umi looks around and they definitely peck which door is theirs because it's the only one with corals and barnacles growing out of it.
Okay. You gonna
Okay.
go over
That
there
they
and
can
open
see.
Yes, as far as they can see.
it? Yeah. Also, Umi has a note in the mindscape. You don't have an entry to the lake. It's probably one of the first things you noticed, actually.
Oh.
Neat.
'Cause
Neat.
This is like your. Oh, also we should probably explain something.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the doc should explain something. Okay. Before you enter, just real quick, since this is your sort of psychic self, your health doesn't really play a part in this. It's going to be your mental fortitude. And as a DM, I can tell you that if you take your wisdom score, not like your modifier, but the score itself and times it by 5, that will be your mental fortitude score. We'll be
Okay,
taking.
now is a good time to say 90.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, my wisdom score.
Mhm.
Great.
Mhm. There are also the
So
other.
if you-
I'm gonna be one of the buffest people here. Hell yeah.
50.
Tanky.
Yeah, this mental fortitude is what you were going to be using in place of your health points, and there will be a few other fun little mechanics we will introduce as we go forward in the game.
There
Oh,
we go.
great.
Oh my god, we just
Yep.
went from one of the weakest people here in terms of HP to the Buffers.
To the tank.
Actually,
Ruby.
Blink out here still weak as fuck. Woo!
Oh, Blink!
Can I find Ruby? 50
Proven
health.
constitution too is the thing.
Oh, it's amazing.
Good
Kaz.
golly.
Oh my god, Blink.
Blink still can't take a hit lightly.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god. Oh my god, Mock.
Blink handshake Ruby.
But
Oh,
yeah,
no.
if your mental fortitude, if you run out of it, you won't be able to stay in the mental world anymore.
Umi
Okay.
tiny.
But can we
Umi
plug
tiny-
back in?
Usually it takes a bit of a rest, because when you take that much of a beating to the psyche, you need a little time to recover. So it
That's
takes
fair.
a long rest to recover.
So it's like
We-
recovering spells. Oh, which brings me to a question real quick. Can we still do magic? Please tell me we can still do magic.
Well, try.
Alright.
Yeah, cantrips.
Ruby's gonna just do gust real quick. Just try to do a little light breeze throughout the room.
Okay. It works.
Right, that's good.
You can't
Looks
really
like we
tell
can
if
still do
there's a noticeable difference from when you cast it out in the real world, but it does work. It's magic is a part of you mentally and physically.
Cool.
Umi
Blink just
kinda-
like
You first.
Blink just like cast light.
It is suddenly brighter
click.
here.
Click.
The click is so good.
It's so good.
Umi kind of looks up like from upwards, because like again the doctor isn't actually here to converse with, and signs again like you mentioned mental fortitude. Do you have any idea how high our mental fortitudes are?
I don't know.
Give us the tier list, Doc.
I mean, that's something. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly something I could measure from outside.
I figure it's something we can probably find out as we go along. Ugh. Question, Umi? Are we gonna have to do water breathing while we're in your brain?
Umi cocked their head, and then Umi signs, do we even still need to breathe here?
You know what? That's a fair point.
I expect it is a matter of, well, what is expected. The mind informs a great many things.
That's true.
Hang on, I'll check. Blink holds his breath.
Yeah, you just keep on holding it.
Oh my god. Very good.
God, we are still
Ruby
in the
feels
hallway.
empowered. Yeah. Speaking of which, Ruby does feel empowered. I think she's just gonna immediately start heading for Umi's door without hesitation.
Oh, okay. You gonna open
She's
it?
got all her questions answered. Let's go.
Okay.
Umi's
Uh.
gonna follow after Ruby. Actually, Umi's gonna walk next to Ruby, so whatever's behind the door does not kill Ruby immediately.
Okay.
There is something behind.
That's
it.
great. That's good. So you open it. You open in that door.
Yep. No hesitation.
Sweet.
Cool.
Behind the door, you see a swirling blue vortex. You enter.
Oh, that's.
Where,
Well,
where
nothing-
is the no hesitation?
Yep.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, and Ruby's just gonna step on in.
All right. Does everybody enter?
Yeah.
They're mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Blink is sticking pretty close to Zan right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Oof.
Okay. You are swirled around, and you feel the ground give away below you, and then suddenly, swoosh, you are in cold, deep water.
Well, at least they know that they don't have to breathe.
Umi, you would probably recognize this immediately. It is is where you spent quite a bit of your life. It is the ocean.
They
Well, I
don't look
expected that
surprised.
much. Okay.
Is there anything down?
Well, I think
Here?
that'd be up to Umi. Umi, what do they arrive at first?
Hmm. I'll be honest, Breaks. I have not actually watched much Psychonauts or know much about what's gonna go happen in this game. So I like right now I can't like come up with something like on the fly.
Okay. Um, I'd say then it's probably an area close to the surface where you can see stars blinking down at you from a night sky, and it's a fairly calm night. There's barely any. The waves are gentle, so you could just kind of float and stargaze, perhaps.
Umi does kind of look around and look and see, and it's calm. It's comforting. It's what they're used to. But they do like go and swim to the others to check on them.
Yeah.
How are you guys all doing?
Yeah, you've basically been dropped into like the middle of like deep water.
Hmm. And it's probably pretty
Okay.
good that you don't have to breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's probably dark, so Duster does have like a visibly glowing eye.
Nice.
Aw.
Nice.
I mean, Blink did technically turn a light on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the thing where it doesn't like you just see the red dot and then like it zooms up like goes over Duster and hey, it's Duster, and then it goes off again and it's just a red dot again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Blink is okay. He's not happy. He's okay. He's probably like holding Zan's hand at this point.
Yeah.
Would you say that Zan and Blink have a sinking feeling?
I would say
I
Blink
would.
does.
I'm sorry I had to.
Blink
Okay.
keeps looking
All
down.
right.
There's and like from a greater distance, you hear the dock above you. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep. Still can hear you.
Okay, great.
Are we able to actually speak in the water?
Yeah.
Bubbly.
Yeah, it's a little bubbly. Yeah.
If you get yeah, sure, 100%.
Well,
Alright.
okay. I've been doing some scans of your mind. Trying to find out whatever that voice was talking about. They're talking about memories. If I think I can get a signal, but I need you to move around a bit so I can triangulate exactly where it's coming from. Any memories you can visit?
Do you think would it be your memories for me? Because if it's your memories, we might be able to find like stuff that we've been to before.
Umi thinks for a second before signing maybe the water's closer to Little Corner.
Oh yeah, that could be a start.
And then they kind of look back at like Duster and Zan and like Blink, cause they're used to swimming like in the ocean, but not everyone is.
Yeah. That's fair.
And like you know that Duster has done this with them before, cause they have like actually gone swimming together with loved ones, and they know Ruby has, but they have no idea about Zan and Blink.
And
Blink can swim.
he's doing okay. Yeah, Zen is. Well, he's not drowning. No, he's fine.
That's
Oh,
so.
no.
That's the most concerning way you could have put that.
Oh my god. Does Zan not know how to swim?
Zan is not an experienced swimmer.
Oh boy.
Oh no, Zan knows how to swim. Between the two of them, Zan's probably the better swimmer.
Oh.
Getting
Yeah, all
flipped
things
to the
History
considered.
is anything to
Yes.
go by.
think
I'm getting flashbacks to that 1 FPS mock that you did.
Yep.
Is that what you're referring
Blink
to?
has not had the best experiences in water.
I gently pat you, Blink. Me,
I'm gonna-
personally. Ruby's unaware.
I'm gonna actually roll something real quick then, and hope that I roll high enough.
Okay. Oh,
Five,
that's a
I'm
nat
sorry.
1. Okay, what was that
a
roll
nat
for?
one in inside. That was a nat one in inside. If Umi
Oof.
had noticed, they would have offered like Zen and Blink water walk, but they did not notice, so no, they will not offer anything.
Okay.
Oof. Oof.
They're just like, ah, yes, these two are floating. Surely they can swim.
Here, I'm gonna do insight then, maybe as a second chance. 14. I'm thinking like Ruby like looks at Blink and Zan before she gently tugs on the side of Umi's sleeve and like, don't you have that water walking spell that might make this a bit faster?
Umi tilts their head before they kind of nod, and this time I can cast it on 10 people at once.
Holy shit.
Well, there isn't 10 people here. We have less than that, so that's a good thing.
And Umi like kind of tilts their head towards Zen and Blink and goes, "Why shouldn't you ask them about that first?"
I mean, fair. And then like Ruby like looks at Blink and Zan. Umi's got water walk. Do you think that would make things a little bit better?
It certainly couldn't hurt.
Okay. Then Ruby looks at Umi and gives a little thumbs up.
Umi, I'm gonna roll hammer space. Do they still have items? Is the question.
Well, go ahead and roll hammer space. We'll see.
That's an 8.
What were you trying to pull out?
Their arcane focus, which is a conch shell.
It comes out.
Nice.
Okay. And Umi like puts it to their lips and casts water walk on Zan, on Blink, on Ruby, and on Duster.
Not on themselves. Nice.
Not on himself. No.
Nice.
I will say, I don't know how water walk works, but Duster does have a swim speed. And I think at this point he's taken enough surprise, swims with love
Yeah.
just into water.
Aw.
He's just kind of vibing here.
Yeah, water walk just basically makes it so you can't like sink in the water, and you can just move across any liquid surface. And I do mean any, like this even includes lava, as if it were harmless solid ground.
Nice.
Although the lava might still burn.
Yeah. So I think those underwater walk find themselves floating rapidly to the surface and then emerging.
Pop.
Yep. Pop, pop, pop. Pop.
I want to
Alright.
ask, how is the water up here?
It's gently undulating. It's just kind of a calm night on the surface.
Hey, Briggs.
Yeah.
I'm 7 inches tall.
You might want to climb on someone, my dude.
Yeah, I feel like Ruby's like bending down and like offering out a hand to Duster.
Yeah, Duster takes it. He was like, he had to try to keep his balance while standing.
Yeah.
God.
Alright, I'm just picturing like Duster like chilling out on Ruby's shoulder.
Yeah.
No
Yes,
one is
good.
having a good time. No one here is having a good time except Umi, who's having a fine time.
He's having
Alright.
probably a pretty decent time.
Alright. Alright.
I can roll for this or not, but Blink is watching the water below them.
Okay, yeah, go roll me perception.
Oh, I'm just imagining like the beam of light disappearing.
Oh, yep, definitely.
11. That's
Just down
pretty
into
much
the
ex-
depths. He's watching.
Yeah, if any folks have thalassophobia, this is definitely the type of water that would give you that, because the beam does indeed disappear just down into the depths.
Terrifying.
Deep ocean.
I imagine Umi just pops up in the water, like, next to you guys, and you guys just have to, like, take a moment to, like, not be surprised.
Yeah. Oh, Umi, can you come here for a sec?
They come to Ruby.
Yeah. And what Ruby is gonna do is she's gonna cast light on Umi's shirt. So that,
Smart.
Smart.
yeah. All right. Now we can follow you as you lead the way. This is your mind, after all.
Umi nods and Umi goes to like lead them towards where they remember the direction of little corner was it. Do I have to roll anything for navigation?
Not really. This is your mind, so you know how to get around it. What you do notice is it's not exactly like traversing the ocean is normally. Kind of like where two oceans meet in those separate currents. You come to a crossing like that where it switches from the deep ocean to the waters you recall being around Little Corn. It's a different color, a different temperature. Um, Everything about that changes, and it kind of tingles when you cross the border. But
Yeah.
you can get into the waters by Little Corner, no problem.
Mhm. And and when they've arrived to the waters around the little corner, they kind of just like pause a little and then kind of circle the group like, "Hey, we're here."
Okay.
All right.
And after a moment, the Doc's voice emerges from the heavens. It's like, okay, yeah, okay, that's good. I need one more point before I can triangulate where that getting that signal. Any other place you can think to go?
Oh, Umi, remember that shipwreck we went to that one time?
Oh, Umi nods at that. Like, yeah, they do remember.
Maybe we could head to the water in that area. That might work.
Yeah, they nod and they kind of like dive in a little deeper. Thankfully, not deep enough that the light disappears, because that would be terrifying. And they start leading like to the direction of where they remember the shipwreck being.
Yeah.
Although considering Umi goes to a lot of shipwrecks and probably goes to has gone to a shipwreck more than once alongside Ruby, do I have to roll anything for it?
I'm gonna say
How about
a history check
Oh boy.
that makes
because you are trying to pluck this image from the depths of your memory, and we will give you advantage since you are in the 15's still good.
Yeah.
Oh,
but 20's better.
20 is better. So as you are venturing through the ocean of that is your mindscape. It takes a while, but eventually you start to see the familiar shapes of a shipwreck in the distance within the depths of the ocean.
I'm sorry, but like when you said like familiar shape of a shipwreck, all I'm imagining is like as they get closer, like there's this like creaking noise, and then the shipwreck literally lifts out of the water.
It does not. It does not. It remains at the bottom of the. It remains on the ocean floor. I'm sorry, Brace. Do you want to take back?
It would have been a very cool mental image, though.
it would, yeah.
A figment.
I mean, technically, these are all mental images.
Yeah, true.
He kind of parks them above like the shipwreck, and then just kind of like floats in lazy circles until the doctor, responds.
Okay, yeah, okay, yes, all right. I got it. I don't know how to get this to you. Oh, wait, yeah. And there's like, you hear like typing. And then suddenly, with a pop, something appears below you in the shipwreck.
Oh.
You want to roll a perception?
Yeah, sure.
Is it visible from the top?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another
perception.
Oh, yeah. Looking good. Oh, yeah.
Rolls.
Wow.
Hey, that's a nat 20. Oh, blink. No. Okay.
Only 11s. Blink. Only 11s here.
Oh no, Blink.
I gently pat Blink.
Okay,
I mean,
Blink.
it makes enough sense. He's not looking at whatever that is. He's still looking around.
Blink, unfortunately, you do not see it, but the rest, you do see something that looks very much like a stereotypical treasure chest.
I think like Umi has seen this before, so they're not like that excited, but also like that tiny feeling of, oh, treasure.
Yeah.
You gonna go and oh no, what are you
Do you
gonna
want
do
to
with that
grab
treasure?
that, Umi, and bring it up here?
Umi nuts, because the others can't go into the water right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the downside of the water walk.
Oh boy. But it'll be fine. Umi's gonna
Yeah,
swim down
it's
to the treasure chest.
fine.
After all, nothing happened the last time they and Ruby were here.
Yeah,
Don't
I
think
mean,
about it.
yeah.
Don't think about the shark.
Don't think about the shark.
For what?
Shush, that was the fourth wall blink. I love you, but please.
Okay.
Then Umi's gonna swim down and grab the treasure chest. Actually, before they grab the treasure chest, can I roll a perception just to make sure there isn't like any traps or whatever?
Sure.
21.
Nice.
Okay. Since the dock seems to have planted it here, it does not appear to be trapped. Though, I mean, it is the dock. Probably safe to just check anyway.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. It is small enough that you can take it up, right up to the surface. It doesn't seem like it's meant to hold all that much. Looks like the item inside would be very small.
They poke the chest and then kind of look and then kind of hand it to Ruby because Ruby knows a lot more about this than Umi does.
Yeah. I feel like Umi, no, not Umi, Ruby. Ruby takes it with like a little grunt and then just opens it, no hesitation.
Oh yeah. There is a roll of parchment inside. Looks like somebody's trying to send you a message. Apparently, since this is from Doc.
Okay. I think like Ruby just very carefully takes the parchment and then just has like the chest under her arm as she's reading the whatever's on the paper with the other.
It is a treasure map, and it shows a path to an X.
Oh, look at that! It's a map. And like she first shows it to Duster, and then to the others.
It's neat.
Yeah, didn't
I
really have
suppose
any other
this
way
might
to.
take us to the key.
I
Well,
think
that-
so.
huh.
There seems to be something that doesn't belong in that area.
Wow, that's such a concerning way to phrase it.
Could
though.
I potentially roll investigation on the map for any hidden stuff or whatever?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
20.
Dirty 20. Okay. It
Reviews
appears to
inspecting
be
this closely.
I mean, yeah, scrutinizing the map. You see the areas that you were in. This appears to be a map of Umi's mind. So you can see where you just came from, the little corner, and then there you were in, and the area you started. And the X seems to coincide actually a little bit off to. It's in a different area, a darker area. And from what you can tell, there doesn't seem to be any sort of like landmass. It appears to be just kind of right in the middle of the ocean.
Okay. It looks like it's more in the middle of the ocean.
Also, scribbled in one corner is an octopus that looks suspiciously like a wacky inflatable tube man.
It's a signature.
Yep.
Okay. I think I know where to go with this, but does anyone else want to look? And, like she just holds up the map and like explains like what she's thinking.
Normally Blink would be so much more engaged in this.
Oh, Blake.
Zan definitely gives it a look over, but he goes, well, you seem to have the greater expertise in this area. I trust your judgment.
All right. In that case, like Ruby takes back the map and is gonna start leading the way as best she can.
By the way, for those in the audience, I just rolled an intelligence. Duster doesn't know how to read a map.
Oh, buddy.
Buster, baby.
I got a
Baby.
5.
We love him.
Aw.
We love him.
Okay.
So good.
Oh no. Anybody who would like to roll survival to see how well you follow this map?
Oh,
Oh
God.
boy,
No.
sure.
Read the map.
Or if you can't read the map, maybe you can assist.
Oh
No.
my god.
No.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh
That
wow.
is 2 nat
Can-
1s and a 4.
I was
Can
gonna.
I
Should
do
I?
a help action for Umi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
I don't know what
wow.
Duster does, but
That's better.
Oh.
Oh man,
I
hate
feel
breaks.
Man, that was the best.
Hate breaks.
Wow.
That's sick.
Yeah.
These are
Amazing.
2 nat 1s.
2 nat
feel like-
1s.
I feel
Thinking
like
what I'm
Ruby's like
thinking?
staring
I'm
down at
thinking what
oh,
you're
wait.
thinking.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, Umi, with the help of Duster, you guys get started on the right track, but something seems off.
no.
Hmm.
I would say that Ruby and Zan, you both notice dark forms following you in the water.
I feel like Ruby's like looking down at her map kind of distractedly, and then she's like looking at the dark forms, and she's like, oh god damn it, not this thing again. She's just automatically assuming it's her shadow.
Oh no.
Does Blink see it?
Yeah, I would say you.
Cool.
Well, did you roll?
I did
I
not
don't-
roll.
Okay, but yeah, I'd say that pretty much the entire group can see this dark
I
shadow.
don't. Blink is not in a place to be following and
Yeah.
interpreting a map right now.
I got you.
Does anybody else see that? Ruby says loudly, pointing to the stuff.
Yes, I'm afraid so. And he, like, Zan is very much like, he is doing his best to put himself between the figures and Blink.
Mm,
All right. Well,
God,
I
no.
don't like that.
So, since you are currently recovering from said bite, you probably recall what this shadow is.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh.
Umi looks at the dark. You said there were dark forms, plural, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks at the dark forms, plural, and then kind of looks at Ruby and signs. Do you remember how I got my bite?
Oh, okay. They're orcas. Are they a threat, Umi?
Umi looks at the fucking like dark forms and looks at Ruby and goes, "In normal waters, not usually."
Yes, but these are your memories, right? This might be when you got your leg. Oh, okay. And Ruby's. Does she still have the amber wand from the real world? I don't know.
Roll
hey,
Put it in
concentration.
your pocket.
Yeah, roll
Roll what?
Yeah, concentration.
I'd like you to roll concentration. You are in the mind.
How?
And if you want something, you're gonna need to focus on
Constitution.
it.
Well,
How do I-
concentration is usually a Constitution saving throw.
Is it Constitution?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
Constitution saving.
Yep.
Well, Constitution check in this case.
Cool. Cool. Ruby has a +2 to that than her normal because she's got her little rubber boots. As a 13.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, rather like a tune, you find it in your pocket.
Ruby is
Nice.
delighted by this. Momentarily. Before she refocuses. Okay, I expect we're gonna have to fight these things pretty soon. Oh.
Mm. Yeah. Thing is, since this is your mind, and I'm assuming that getting this bite was a bit of a traumatic experience. Umi, this is essentially your traumas catching up with you.
Nice.
Mhm.
Ah,
Hey, what happens?
Yeah. So, do you have any? How has Umi been handling being bitten, like the trauma from it?
I will be honest. Umi has Umi did get hurt, and they were like for in like that very moment they were like kind of scared because they didn't actually want to die, but they have actually been handling it really well, like surprisingly well, because yeah, they got bitten, but they also already knew that the ocean was dangerous, and unlike like last times, this time like they had someone who was there to like help them when they actually got hurt, and they had people to help them when they did get hurt.
Okay.
Ah.
So since this is sort of like it'd be difficult to say like
Great.
Internet's down.
Mm-hmm.
Could be interacting more with this,
There
but
we go.
Is it the phobia? Is it the phobia?
say
Where?
Blink has not had the best experiences in
Okay,
water.
my internet's back. What I miss?
Oh fuck yeah!
God,
Hi.
Blink's
fact that-
canceled, y'all. Let's go.
What's happened? Hello? Oh my fucking god.
the ocean.
No, Fable!
No, I'm back. I'm
Fable,
back.
can you hear us?
But
Okay.
what's happened?
Okay.
Okay.
They've triangulated it. They got a treasure map. They went to it. Being followed by dark forms in the water. Uh, Umi recalled, uh, or was able to kind of calm themselves down, making all but one of the shadowy figures disappear. But the last one jumped up out of the water. Was an orca, shadow orca, that had a bit of Antler's cloak in its mouth, and then dived back down into the ocean.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh.
F.
Hmm.
fun.
Perhaps that is where the map is leading us after all.
Hmm.
Okay.
But
No
yeah,
one is
it
having a good
went
time.
it went down.
Oh boy. Like deep down.
Deep down.
Umi
Umi,
kind
can
of
you drop
looks.
the water walking spell? At least for me.
Umi shakes their head. If they drop it now, they'll have to drop it for everyone, not just Ruby.
Okay. And like she's looking at the others. We're specifically Blake because
It's like,
Blake hasn't been talking much.
is it like outside of where they can see it? Has it already dove that far?
It's gone from sight. But did you
And
want to do something while it was diving?
yes, Zan
Okay.
wanted to cast Hold Monster.
Okay.
Oh, level 15
Oh.
wizard here.
Hell yeah, go ahead. Okay, what sort of save
Wisdom
does the
save.
wisdom
Wisdom.
save?
It's a Wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy.
8.
That
I don't think
will
that
Great
not
makes it.
wizard.
succeed.
Okay, it makes it partially below the surface. It's a few feet down, but suddenly it stops moving.
Umi
We have a
looks like
limited time frame, but it is still for now.
Are we supposed to beat the peck out of it?
Well, I don't know that much, but it's worth looking at what is stuck in its maw.
Okay, Umi, do you think you can go check the whatever's in its mouth? You just go quickly, go quickly.
okay, don't they go? Don't they go into the water and near the trapped orca? I'm actually gonna roll like something real quick. Oh, that's a dirty 22 for wisdom check. Okay, they're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
They're swimming towards the orca, and actually they like, yeah, it's scary, but also they're kind of remembering that they have like come across like orcas when they're swimming through the ocean before, and the great majority of them didn't try to take a bite out of them,
Mhm.
and it helps calm them down a little. It helps them it helps remind them a little that it's just another animal in the ocean, and they love the ocean, and that includes all the orcas.
Okay.
Aw,
Yeah.
I hold
Uh,
soft.
okay. As you come around to the face of this orca, you can see one shadowy eye still follow you, and it is wide. And I don't know. Do you want to roll insight on this orca?
Yeah, sure. Let's go inside, huh?
Uh-huh.
God, I am. If this is like the. Oh, that's a six.
Oh,
Nice.
It's
oh
hard to get
no.
a read on the orca. Unfortunately, you're not. I mean, you've looked at them before, but
I would argue advantage.
okay. Go ahead. Advantage.
Please, please,
Yeah,
I
go for it. Go
promise.
for it. 16 is
16!
in your dealings with the wildlife in the ocean. It is they don't have facial expressions much like toons or humans do, but you've learned to look and for the signs, and this orca is terrified. And it doesn't seem to be terrified of being held, it seems terrified of something else. And as you're looking over this orca, you can see snapped off bits of wood protruding from it.
Oh.
Also shadow.
I think Umi actually was like in front of the face at this point, ready to pull like the cloak out. And then they kind of noticed that, and they pause, and then they swim down, they swim away from the face and towards where they notice the wood and the shadows.
Okay. What are you going to do once you see this sort of shadowy spar of wood emerging from the orca's back?
Umi's going to. Hmm. I'm gonna roll a medicine real quick. I'm gonna roll a medicine because my first thought is just to pull it out. But I'm pretty
20.
sure Umi would come up with something better.
Okay. This, from what you can see, this appears to be a relatively recent wound, and it looks like a harpoon. Like someone tried to harpoon this orca, and the orca was able to snap the harpoon and swim away. You're not sure exactly how Antler's cloak plays into this, but it seems that maybe this was started out as a lingering fear, but it's now turned into something else. And below you, you suddenly see a stream of bubbles emerging from the depths.
Oh boy. They 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 look at like the harpoon for a little longer before they look down.
And emerging below is a ship.
Bricks, you
Yeah.
motherfucker.
It is broken. This it looks ancient. The mast is snapped, and you can see bits of detritus from like bits of wood, what looks like cannonballs, what looks like broken harpoon, what looks like shadowy bodies all rising back up to the surface. And as it does so, you see the mast slowly drifts back to the thing and it brightens back up and wood starts flowing back. It looks like time is flowing backwards, and the destruction that this ship experienced is now being undone as it rises back towards the surface.
I think Umi actually swims up at that and pops their head above water and goes, "You guys might want to walk away right now."
That isn't concerning. Okay, and Ruby's backpedaling.
That's not concerning. Push.
Yep. There is a massive spray of water that obscures all of your visions, and Antler, Zan, you would feel that your spell stops working, like what its target has disappeared. As when the spray settles, you're in a different part of this ocean entirely, and there are waves chopping everywhere. There are ships surrounding you. There is smoke billowing from burning ships, all in reverse. Like, so the smoke is moving back towards its origin, and there are cannonballs flying back out of splinters as make themselves. The cannonballs are traveling back into the cannons, sucking in like the burst of energy that sent them flying. You're in a battle in reverse, and you're watching the ship that was in front of you looks like some sort of a warship, and there's a flag at the top of the mast, but you don't recognize the symbol on it. You don't recognize what country it could be from. And so, how are you guys? Yeah, that's generally just in the sort of the place you now find yourself. How you guys feeling about that?
Umi's
Holy
looking for the
shit!
orca.
Mhm.
Ruby's just staring up at all the ships and like, what?
Umi's
Is
looking
this-
for the orca. Like, where did it go?
How about you roll me a perception check?
Okay, good.
Very much not looking at anything anymore.
Oh no, Blink!
He's probably like jumped up into Zan's arms and he's just like really, really like he's holding on. He's not breaking down, but he's
Why did you put this boy into Umi's mind? Umi's fucking water mind.
Yep, welcome to the medium angst.
Oh, Blake, my beloved.
definitely the image of something coming up out of the water has scared him significantly.
Oh wow, no.
Mm.
I rolled
Okay.
16 in perception, by the way.
Okay. You're looking for the orca that disappeared suddenly, and as you're searching the waters, you see other multiple pods of orcas. In fact, and there seems to be something odd on them. There's like some like collar or chains or something. There are some that have been harpooned from a certain ship. On the horizon, a massive red warship, and red in color, as if it was stained in blood. And at the top of the tallest mast, there is a black flag. And anybody else want to roll perception on that flag?
Sure! Absolutely!
Yeah.
24.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
5.
Mm.
Ruby is too distracted by the cool warship.
Dear
Okay,
what
22,
did
that's
I
still
see?
pretty- Okay, Ruby, I'm afraid you don't see it, but pretty much everyone else does. At the symbol in the center of the flag represents a span of antlers in blood red,
Mhm.
and,
Oh.
and in between them is a symbol of a key.
Ruby's looking at a completely different ship.
Yep,
I am
we don't
rolling,
see nothing.
I am rolling intelligence real quick. Yeah, 18. Umi figures it out.
Oh yeah, that is the one of the warships apparently that is owned or is flying for the Antlered King.
Me kind
Ruby, is this your memory? Like, Ruby's like looking
Oh, Ruby?
towards wherever Umi is in the water.
Umi just signs like Antler's name sign.
Oh, that makes a little more sense, I think, maybe. How can you
They
tell it's
probably,
antlers?
I think like they kind of like do the thing where they swim up to Ruby, where Ruby's still like standing underwater, and they like bodily turn her around to look at the one with the antler flag.
Oh! Oh! How did I miss that?
Well, to be fair, there is a great deal happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
All around you, things are still moving in reverse.
Ugh. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be here when it starts moving forward again, so maybe we should start moving to the red ship. And
Yeah, I
Ruby's-
agree.
Ruby is starting to, like, run over to the big red ship.
Okay, the seas in this area are exceedingly count as difficult terrain.
Okay.
So if you have any ways or if you have any means by which you could make this a little easier, you can get over to it a little faster. Which might be a good idea because there's still a whole bunch of stuff flying around, even if it's in reverse. Like there's a cannonball that just like whizzes back towards its cannon past your ear.
Umi is just gonna stay underwater because actually being underwater seems to be the safest place right now.
Yeah, you do see a whole bunch of yeah. You do see a whole bunch of orcas like down there. Also like other whales, sharks. Apparently a lot of them have this sort of collar that has like traces of runes that are glowing red. And you can see kind of off in the distance, because we're not going to go beyond like say like a PG-13 rating, but there are some like humanoid shapes that the orcas are not biting anymore, or biting in reverse.
Umi pops their head above water, and like Umi pops their head above water, and if Ruby suggests to drop the water walk, they just make an X shape.
Good idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't want Ruby to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, either way, Ruby's gonna cast Expeditious Retreat on herself because her aim is speed, not careful.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Fast.
All right. Okay, so you can move double, and then if you take the dash action again, you can get over there decently quicker than everybody else. What is everybody else doing?
Duster was still in Ruby's hood.
Okay, yeah, Duster is not along for the ride.
Well, Ruby actually doesn't have her hood. For once, she isn't wearing her red coat, which shocker. It's just a long sleeve white shirt with like little floral patterns.
Yeah, in that case, she's just kind of around the shoulders.
Yeah.
Zan, he is like holding Blink very tight, letting this boy know he's not going anywhere. And he will cast haste on himself.
Okay, yeah, that would do it.
Speedy.
Zoom
the wizard goes.
Yum.
All right, I'd say with that, while it does take a little longer than it would if it's calm, I would also ask that everybody give me a dexterity saving throw as they're crossing.
Can I give a help action to Ruby?
Yes. So
Cool.
you can make that with an advantage.
Cool.
12.
I mean, he could do worse.
I didn't.
14 for Ruby.
This is the thing where, like, I think about something for slightly too long. I was considering having Blink cast Enhance ability ahead of time, but
Oh,
I'll do it for the next thing.
Gotcha.
Uh,
14.
Okay. Battlefield being what it is,
I don't know if Blink had to roll, but I did.
okay.
Oof.
Blink is
Not
being
great.
carried by Zan.
He's being carried by Zan, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that was fantastic.
Okay. We'll go with the higher one, so we'll go with the 12 for Blink.
Oh, the 12 instead of the 11?
So
Ruby's mind says Blink gets only 11s here.
okay, we really passed it, so everybody takes 3 damage to their mental fortitude as you're crossing a literal battlefield.
I hate when that happens.
fair.
Oof.
But I also
Now
noticed that
Zan's just down to his
yeah.
normal amount of hit points.
Oh,
Wait,
Holy
was this- Wait, what were we rolling again? We were rolling investigation, right?
it was a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, then that's not the right modifier for Umi.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll the dexterity saving throw, please. What would
Yeah,
it be then?
And they have no disadvantage because they are actually in the water for once.
Yeah.
God, you have no
Don't
idea.
they have advantage?
Yeah, they do actually because they
Mhm.
are in the water.
Okay.
Oh,
You
thank
can
goodness.
use that advantage. 20.
Okay, you do not have to take the 3 damage.
Neat.
Umi just like submerges and just swims underwater because like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, so, like, everybody at some point is hit by something flying past or under, except for Umi, which, because they're in the ocean and they're very aware of what everything's going on, especially after that rude awakening, seeing what the orcas are doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you managed to make it to the base of the red ship. And you can as you're looking up, you can see cannonballs flying back into cannon, harpoons whizzing back into their holders, ballista bolts coming back up to their, all the while these dreadful black sails billowing in reverse.
Hmm.
So how are you guys gonna get up there?
Ruby, do you have a rope?
I
Hey,
could try to think one up.
Yeah, make a Constitution check.
Yeah, here we go.
How high up is it?
24.
24. I would say that this ship, it's probably 30 feet up to the railing.
Hey,
Hold
Ruby,
on, I
Yeah.
actually have to look at this spell.
Hey, Ruby, do you know the
5e tools is broken. Hold on.
do you know
yeah.
the napkin trick from that magicians do? You're doing that with
Oh
the
my
rope. You're
gosh.
doing that while pulling like an endless amount of rope from your pocket.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what is she doing?
She's pulling rope from her pocket like she's got a hammer space.
That's fine.
Again, Ruby has that look of she's delighted by this development.
Yes, while there's reverse explosions and this raging sea around her. Oh, I can pull a rope out of my pocket.
Oh, guys, check this shit out.
We've
she's not gonna
long
do this 'cause it's
established that she is goblin. This is her element.
Yeah, honestly, the chaos is probably normal for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how you getting that rope up there?
Duster casts rope
She's
trick on the
giving it to
rope.
Duster.
Duster is casting rope trick on the rope.
Oh, that's great. The rope,
Nice.
rope trick goes into a separate little pocket dimension.
Yeah, but
I
it's
thought the-
60 feet of rope that can be
That's
done.
true. Yeah. So it's 30 feet up. It goes 60 feet up. You should know that the ship is moving, so you're gonna have to climb up real quick.
I
I-
had also
was-
an idea if we want to do this. Blink has Misty Step, so if you give him the rope, he can just kind of poof up there, tie it
don't
around
think-
to something.
I don't think now is a time for us to be saving spell slots.
You know
I
what?
mean, this isn't about saving spell slots. It's just about, Blink can physically get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Blink's is
True.
a second level spell also.
Hmm.
yeah.
All right. So
I-
what you
I
going
was-
to do?
I was just figuring the plan would be that Duster would climb up because Duster just has a climbing speed
Yeah.
with the rope that Ruby hands him and like tie it off somewhere so they can all climb.
Yeah, I was
All are
thinking
viable
that.
options. Which one are you gonna go with?
to cast rope trick.
Okay.
You know
already
what?
declared that.
Sure.
Yeah, the rope trick has
Yeah.
been declared. All right. So the ship is still in movement backwards, of course. So you guys are gonna have to climb this up pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So, acrobatics, athletics, however you'd like to get up the.
Yeah.
I mean, Blink is probably gonna use Misty Step anyway.
Okay, that's fair.
He's not strong.
That is fair.
All right, so Blink, you're just there.
Yeah.
I will give another help action to Ruby if I'm still just hitching a ride, though.
I mean, he's
Okay.
technically got like a athletics. He's got a acrobatics. I could try.
Yeah, wizard flips.
Wizard flips. Wizard flips are wizard sick.
I feel like one thing Ruby's gonna do, she's gonna offer a hand down into the water for Umi.
Okay, good, because Umi does have disadvantage when they're going out of water. Unless it doesn't apply in the mine, but I think, like, it probably would, just because they're so used to it.
Yeah, probably.
I'm actually gonna have Blink try and climb if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yes!
Yes.
Ah!
Hey. Oh yes. Okay. And
Yeah.
then we need an Umi.
Umi rolled a 19, but disadvantage. Oh, never
Oh.
mind.
Hey. Okay.
Hee-hoo.
Very quickly, you all scale the rope and climb up onto the deck. Around you on the deck, you see shadowy figures, in reverse, of course, going about their business, loading cannons, loading ballistas, and, well, unloading, really.
Yeah. I was just thinking.
Yeah, unloading them. And I would say that at the very top, or where the captain's quarters would be, standing in front of it is a tall, dark shadow figure with antlers surrounding its head. But you can't
Who's
really...
that?
Who could it be?
And at the top of the central mast is that flag that you saw from afar with the key in the center.
I am not eager about this memory starting to move forward in time, if it does.
Let us not give it the chance.
Do you think, like Ruby's just thinking out loud, but it's not helping anyone feel better because she's just trying to think. Do you think we could interact with these memories? Will these memories like see us and react badly?
Ruby, I'd rather not try that out.
I'm just wondering if I should cast invisibility on myself and somebody else.
How about let's try theory later? They don't seem to notice us now.
You know what, fair? We're looking for a key, right?
It's still at the top of the mast, right?
Yep.
I'm speed tester.
Yeah, I have a climb speed.
Okay.
This is just gonna fucking try climbing up there.
Okay, I'll allow it. In the meantime, as the climbing, the rest of you...
We're breaking up for just a sec there, Kit.
Yeah.
Is breaks muted?
As Duster is climbing the mast, what are the rest of you doing?
Okay.
I think like Ruby's just like looking over at Blink like, you right? You good?
Yeah. Mostly.
At least he's not on water right now, he's on a ship.
Yeah. Oh, the sooner we get this key, the sooner we can get out of here. It's just, this is, ugh. I don't like this. I'm sorry,
Umi's kind of leaning against the railing and looking down at the water. And then they kind of like look up and like look at Ruby and kind of like gestures that they want to talk to Ruby.
Like, I feel like Ruby has, like, kind of been, like, looking off at the other ships that are, like, still in reverse, but also, I feel like this is the first time Ruby's ever seen, like, a battle. Like, a proper battle.
Yeah, and from what you saw at the beginning, it is not going well for the side at all. It seems like a very much a one-sided slaughter.
Ruby.
Right. And like Ruby just kind of shakes herself out of it and goes to talk to Umi.
Umi rolled a nat 1, so like they're thinking of something, but they rolled a nat 1 in intelligence, so they're hoping Ruby can actually put it into words. And they're just like, do you remember that riddle they gave us?
The riddle? Oh, I think so. And like Ruby's gonna try to think up like a piece of paper that has it so that she can just have that and look back to it.
It's in your pocket.
It is. Oh, it's just in my pocket.
Yep. And this one
I don't have to roll concentration. All right, cool. Yeah, Ruby's just pulling it out and reading it over again.
Do you want me to copy paste it again?
No, I'm scrolling back up. I see it.
Okay.
Here, what if I just...
Got a beer.
Hey.
And
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Mott.
Come on, cat.
Yeah, Ruby's like looking down at the poem again and is just kind of absently reading out loud.
And
the
Umi
shadows
kind
of dreaming. Within this ruined mind, search for the gateway gleaming. Find the keys you'll need to find. Within memories there is power, taken from the so-called friend. Will your vision of him sour when your journey nears its end?
Yeah, the last two lines, like Umi like kind of like looks at Ruby meaningfully at those last two lines.
Like Ruby's just very quietly like staring at Umi, and she's gonna like tuck the note back into her pocket and she's gonna sign. What exactly are you implying?
Umi's just signing. They're trying to, I don't know if it's on purpose and intentional or not, but they're going to try and make us not want to save Antler.
Get that much. Ugh.
And Umi kind of tilts their head and goes, and you? How are you feeling?
Do you want to roll insight?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure this is gonna be fine. Everything is just peachy. That's a 23. That was nearly a nat 20.
Ruby doesn't look fine. Because again, this is like the first time Ruby's like seeing like an actual battle. And from the looks of it, this is like a really bad one. With lots of bloodshed. It's not good.
Yeah, and just from the description Briggs gave us, I think this is less a battle and more a massacre.
Yeah. And like Ruby's just like in the middle of processing that. Cause ugh.
Me kind of pauses for a second and gives it, and they're just like, do you want the hug?
And like Ruby just kind of like awkwardly looks at the others before she looks back at Umi and just gives a little nod.
Oh.
The hug.
You were getting a little hug back.
yeah, no, Blink has not been like really paying close attention. He does see that they're talking and it kind of gives them some space. I think he has calmed down a tiny bit at least, given that they're not directly over the water, but I mean, yeah.
I think at that point they were like, Link, how are you doing?
You know, it's okay.
Well, perhaps now was not the time, but you know I'm not going anywhere.
I think Blink just like gives Ed a hug. He just hugs Ed.
Yeah.
He'll just do a hug.
Huggy
Pair of
boys.
hugs. Hugs.
I think
Everyone's doing fine.
Hey, this is fine.
This is fine.
Instead of fire, it's just water splashing everywhere, like gunshot. This is fine.
The room is filling up with water slowly. You see the dog floating in the middle of it.
Yeah, basically. God.
I think Blink even probably says something like it's not real. This is just imaginary, it's not real.
It was real though.
He doesn't know that.
Zin just nods and holds him close and goes, "That's right."
Me glances up at the mast just to see how Duster is doing climbing.
I would say, Duster, at this point you have reached the flag. It's very large compared to you. How are you going to
damn
get it
it.
down? I mean,
Use it
there's
to
so much material you
paraglide
could use it
now.
as a parachute, essentially.
Oh my god.
Paraglide now.
Can I use it as a parachute? Because that's hilarious.
Do it.
Yes! Do it!
Do
Use
it.
your rat
Okay.
teeth to gnaw it off the gnaw the rope you're holding.
Duster was
No,
just
he's got
gonna cut
cool
it. He's got a
scissors.
sword.
He's got a cool
Yeah.
scissors.
Yeah, he pulls out he gets like a good decent grip on the flag itself because he doesn't want it like fucking flying away or something.
That's a good point.
And as quickly as he can, just kind of chops off the ropes.
Okay. All right. Give me an acrobatics check to see how well you manage to stick the landing on the way back down.
God, what is my acrobatics, Duster? Why don't you have?
Gets caught in the jet stream. Oh, there he goes.
That's
Oh
bullshit.
no! Yeah,
I will say,
Something, Monk. You jinxed it!
I will say, if it's not going well, Duster's just gonna say fuck it and just kind of collapse it and just cast Featherfall.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, the wind
Fuck it.
is starting to take you off the ship. I think at that point you notice that this is not working. And just decide to do the whole featherfall thing.
Yeah. And Duster just kind of like falls back on top of the deck.
Yeah.
Whose head does he fall on with the flag?
Hold on. I'm gonna roll a d4. I didn't actually decide who the d4s were. I
Do it
guess
from
I'll
the
just
top.
go it lands on top of Umi's head.
Nice.
Bonk.
Punk.
Sorry.
Umi blinks.
I got the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you're holding it, while everything else around you is in part from shadow, this has a physical solidness that tells you it's real, it's here, it's tangible. So
I don't know what to do with this.
Doc, did we got it?
yeah, hey, scanning. Oh yes, you got it. That doesn't belong.
Okay.
Okay.
Whole hell of a lot around here doesn't belong.
Yeah, no, I figured that.
Can we leave, please?
Breaks, you mind if I?
Go right ahead.
Whoa.
Everything stops. Time is no longer reversing. The shadows around you have stopped moving, and the air, the wind, the howling wind of the ocean, the cacophony of battle has all just stopped, and it has all gone quiet. And then, after a few moments of just pure silence, the ship around you starts to dissipate into fragments that just disappear into the air. And then it goes faster and faster, and before you know it, there is no longer anything under your feet, and you are all plummeting back into the ocean.
Nice.
Fuck. Ruby says that as they start falling.
And I would let me think. Do I want to make you roll? Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. You all land in the ocean, and Duster, as you are still holding onto this flag, it does nothing. You are just holding onto it, but once you all breach the surface, Duster, you are the first to see it. You see a glowing light off into the distance, back towards the island where Ruindall in Little Corner in Umi's mind was. You see it in the distance, and you see a speck of light walking on the water towards Ruindall.
Jesus?
No, come on, I'm being dramatic here. You're making Jesus jokes at me. Is there like a point of non-inspiration I could give to Vamp for that?
A
Point
point
of
of
being-
desperation.
Yeah.
Natural.
Uninspiration, Vamp. You get a point of uninspiration.
So does that mean that when I use it, I'll not one on something automatically?
No, it's basically, you know what? No, it's a meal voucher that doesn't work. Go fetch. Anyways, you as you squint and you feel the flag in your hand, kind of squirm in your grip a bit, and you hold on. But as you squint, you can see in the distance it is the form of Antler, holding Umi, carrying them back from the ocean to Ruindall with a quickened pace. And
So we all see this?
that depends.
Oh.
Duster, do you point it out?
Umi, is that one of your memories? Kind of pointing towards the distance where that is.
Umi actually, you probably have to like call them because I imagine they were probably underwater just to see whether the orcas and everything was gone. But when Duster calls them, they service and poke out their head and they look there and then they nod like, yeah, this one is actually one of my memories. The other one, I don't know where the fuck that one came from. They don't say that, but that's the vibe you get.
And as you all look at it, a sense of this is Umi's memory. This is a memory Umi has of involving Antler, and you feel as Umi did that day, the incident with the orca having to be carried back to Ruindall and get their leg patched up, as well as being carried back to staying in Antler's castle that day. All of that sense of how would you say, hey Vamp?
Yeah.
How would you say Umi felt that day?
Very dizzy, very disorientated, had no idea where they were. Very much like confusion and like nervousness and fear and that kind of like primal like feeling of gotta get away, gotta get safe, gotta find a good hiding place. But there's also under all that, like stronger than all that, there was an undercurrent of feeling very safe and knowing that it's safe to sleep and rest because there's someone to keep them safe while they recover.
And it is on that feeling of safe that the memory just ends. Suddenly you remember you are back in the ocean. And I'm gonna say
Cool.
I'm tempted to be a little mean now.
Don't
Oh, no.
be, come on.
Not like mean. It's just after the memory ends, it turns. You basically see the form of Antler and Umi suddenly just turn into like a single ball of light, and it will fly over to Umi.
Okay.
As a single orb of light.
Okay. And Umi's gonna catch the ball of light, I guess.
As soon as you catch it, suddenly the ocean swells around you again, and suddenly you are sucked into the ocean, and one by one you are you are spat out of the door to Umi's mindscape back into the hallway.
And the door closes with a thud.
Does the door disappear is the question.
I
No,
want
it's still
to
there.
like. I am loving every second of this, and I do want to remind everyone we are 1/5 of the way through the plan and halfway through the allotted time.
Yep. So we are. Yep. So we're gonna need to.
Take a break
Man.
here.
Yeah, we're gonna be take
I'll
about
definitely take a break.
5-10 minute break to refill water,
Man.
snacks, bathroom, all that.
Yeah.
And then we'll be moving on to the next mindscape, and hopefully we'll be able to
Yeah, now that we've got like a little introduction here to how it works.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
know what scares me? I know for a fact that this is probably the least bad of the bunch.
Oh no.
Eh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You
Who
don't
knows?
know that.
I
I
think I'm
fear.
really glad because like
I'm-
this is like within the group, Umi has like the least like angst attached to them with both Antler and in general, and their mindscape was still like this.
No.
Anyways, time for a break. I'm gonna pause the recording.
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.
Bye.
Well, hello, and welcome back. We're back in the Mindscape. Everyone has just gotten out of Umi's Mindscape and possibly a bit waterlogged.
They all look like drowned rats. Duster especially.
How we all feeling?
Take it back. That sucked.
Duster is just shaking off water like an actual rat.
Could y'all roll a perception check for me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good idea. That's a 26.
26, 23, dang. It's 12 now, 18, 22. Okay, so everyone
Yeah.
except Zan.
Oh.
Oof.
Zan, you're a bit busy trying to squelch all the water out of your dreadlocks. But the rest of you feel a slight chill in the air and a deep thrumming sound, almost like a chuckle that just echoes through the hallway of just. And that's all you hear.
Oh, I know that
the-
laugh.
Does the chuckle sound familiar at all?
I don't. It's not. No, it's not his. I just don't. I only have one evil chuckle.
That's
Oh.
fair.
Oh no.
Allow
Okay,
me.
Never mind.
Allow
Never
me
mind,
then.
It's
Yeah.
not a familiar one.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like that. That's better.
Okay, that is not the familiar evil chuckle I know. Okay. Oh. I think Ruby. The first thing Ruby's gonna do is go over to the door that was not solid and see if it's more solid.
Slightly.
A
It's
little
like
bit.
putting your hand through heavy mist.
Cool.
Ooh.
Not so much a resistance as a sensation.
Alright, good news is that this is working. Door's more there instead of not there.
Oh, hey, you're back.
Yeah? Hello?
Okay, you got the piece right.
We
Uh,
should
is-
have it. You still
okay.
got it, Duster?
does Duster have it in his hands?
Duster
Oh,
still.
yeah.
Duster still has it.
Yeah, it's right there.
I sure have something.
Is it still a
Okay.
flag?
Yep.
We should probably put that in a spot where we won't lose it.
Armor space. Umi signs that.
Do you want me to keep it in hammer space? It might get dusty.
Well, it's better than having it out in the open. I have a feeling that this thing we're facing might try to cheat. And if we like have our stuff available out to steal, then they will attempt to steal it, you know? In short, I don't trust this thing.
Does any one of them do?
Oh, Uni's muted.
Okay, Uni is Uni has.
Hello, sorry. I was just moving and didn't want to rustle.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, well-
Duster's. Do you think it's alright if I put it in hammer space?
Yeah, it should be fine by my readings.
Alright. And Duster kind of folds it up. It's still bigger than him.
Yeah.
It's still bigger. He kind of folds it up, which does require him to actually like stand on it to fucking fold it.
I feel like Ruby goes over to help fold it. Like, just hold it so Duster can grab a corner and walk it to Ruby's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And folds it up into as small as I can get it, because you know how cloth just doesn't like stops folding after a while.
Mhm.
And just shoves it in his hammer space.
As you are two are interacting with this flag, you hear the faint. Just you two. You hear the faint sounds that you were hearing before in Umi's memory. Just that same cacophony of battleships and war. But once it is put away into your hammer space, it slowly fades.
Yeah, Ruby's just kind of immediately like standing up and crossing her arms. Ugh.
All right. Well, if you got that secured, I was going to let you know that I'm getting the strongest reading next from that door, and
Bing!
Doc
It
indicates
lights up.
door. Yeah.
It lights up. There's like a little mouse cursor that like moves across your vision and like taps like one of the doors. And hey, Duster, what is your door?
Oh,
Oh, good.
oh boy.
Click, click.
All right, Duster's door, I will say, looks to be like someone stuck just like a water line pipe through the wall. It has, interestingly enough, it has a cloth door. And I'm gonna take just a little bit creative liberty here, and there's like along with the pipe, there are like vines and roots kind of like sticking out of the ledge, and it's probably reasonable to note they are vines and roots. However, they are really fucking big.
Oh,
Nice.
You know, it's
almost as if it was tiny scaled.
it's glad. You know what? I'm gonna accept that creative liberty because as soon as you notice the door, you notice the root, the giant roots start to extend outward into the hallway, as well as patches of grass that start growing out along the floor.
Oh.
And as it continues to do this, you watch as vines, stalks start to grow around you, bigger and bigger and bigger, above your heads. And in a blink, you hear the sound of a door shut behind you, even though it's a cloth door. Let's go with me on this.
Oh my gosh! It just sucked us in.
And the next thing you know, the next thing you all know, you are in. My brain fart. Oh no, brain fart.
Do you
No.
want me to describe it? Do you want
Yes.
me to describe it?
Yes, please.
All right. We're all in this giant, I'm going to say, mess of sort of trees. We're down at more of the root level. I will say everything is really, really big, or rather, you are very, very small.
Yeah. Hey, how big is Duster compared to the others right now?
All right. I will get to that just in a second. All right. The entire area is filled with vines, very gigantic strings, pipes. Just, it's a mess of this kind of sort of urban feel mixed with literally the forest. It's wild and confusing, and there's patchy spots of sunlight that kind of litter the floor, and I would say you guys are kind of like being dotted with them. They just feel very uncomfortable to stand in. And
Oh.
would everyone like to roll a perception real fast?
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I'm fucking doing mini DM here because I'm fucking looking at this.
Oh, cool. Blink roll a 4. Natural 1.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I will say everyone but Blink, you all just kind of look up to see like where the lights are coming from. And from the canopy above, any holes that lead to just that bright, bright sky above, you can see silhouettes.
Oh.
Of a lot of them too. They're, I will say, Zan, you can't kind of make them out. They're really far away. But Umi, Ruby, there's a lot of people there. And there are some notable people. Like, Ruby, Umi, you're pretty sure you can see yourself out of the crowd. And Ruby, you can pick out some of the cobblers, and there's also Blink up there. Moria, maybe off to the side. But as soon as you catch sight of these people, they slowly shift and they're gone.
Oh.
And I
Huh.
will say, everyone's just able to notice this. That small rat is no longer small. He is 7 feet tall.
Big rat!
Eeg.
He's the
Sir,
giant
did you
rat
get
that
taller?
makes all the rules.
This is the part where I ask, okay, which one of you rolled the highest in perception?
Not Blake.
Me.
I got a
Would be
20 for
Ruby?
Wait, no,
Yeah.
no, Ruby did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't roll
As
perception. I should roll perception.
yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead. Yeah, you roll perception as well. Let me see what you get. 13. Okay.
13.
Ruby, as you are looking around, and everyone is getting used to the surroundings and getting used to the fact that, oh hey, Duster's 7 feet tall now. Or no, 7 inches. You are all just now tiny. That's not too surprising for you. You've been tiny before, so this actually makes sense that you would be the first to be more accustomed to
Adjusted.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
adjusted. Thank you.
This makes no sense to me.
Blink, you're having a wild time. But I will say, as you are looking up at the shadows above and see how some of them, move away when you look at them, there is all but one that doesn't.
Who could it be?
Who,
Blink is thinking about a regular-sized piece of chocolate cake.
Roll Constitution.
Yeah, roll Constitution, Blink.
Just Constitution flat.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Constitution check.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
a big old piece of chocolate cake appears next to you.
Nice.
Ponk.
Nice.
Is it like a giant cake, or is it like...
Yeah,
It is
compared to you.
Yeah, it is a regular-sized slice of cake.
It is a regular-sized
What flavor did you summon, Blink?
chocolate.
Okay. Yeah, it's a
Nice.
7 layers.
slice of chocolate.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a thing.
I think with a 13, you only get like 5 layers.
All right, he'll take it.
It's,
Yeah.
He didn't expect to see any chocolate cake, so he does the thing where he just like looks at everybody, throws his arms up in the air. I think he dives into it.
Blink, you recover 5 points of emotional
Mental fortitude.
Wait, what? That's how that works?
Yeah.
Huh.
God bless.
Well, I suppose that's the bright
so-
side.
You said like the shadow that wasn't moving. Is that the one I'm thinking it is?
What are you thinking it is?
You know, the one under Ruby's feet.
No, it is not. And actually, but it is a familiar shape that you recognize, and it is looking. And Ruby, you have the chilling sensation that it is staring back at you, and this is where you all hear for you guys, it would sound and feel like giant footsteps.
Oh, okay. Hiding would be a good idea.
Yep, I need you all to roll. I would like you all to roll stealth, please.
Can I pop
Okay,
past
does
that
that
a trace?
matter?
Upon hearing the footsteps, Blink poked his head out of the cake, pokes his head back down into the cake.
Oh my
He's hiding
god.
in there.
Oh my god. Duster, you may.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace. Everyone gets a +10 to their rolls.
I need to stop fucking forgetting that you have that. I forget every goddamn time.
Okay, so that's a 26 for the first one. 31 to 22 for the second, so 22, not the 26.
Yep. So
Oh, jeez.
Uni with yours, so you're gonna have to add a
Yeah,
two
it's
to your roll.
18.
So 18, 26, 27. Yeah. God. Okay.
Thank goodness for the +10, because otherwise Ruby would have gotten a 12.
Yeah, Duster slinks off into the underbrush.
Yeah, you all find different parts of cover as a dark shadow now passes over where you all were just standing.
Just throw a bottle on the ground. Scatter!
No.
I feel like Ruby actually goes to hide next to wherever Zan went.
Oh.
And Zan, let's see, you rolled, what did you roll? You rolled 18. So you
18.
are the lowest of the rollers. So I'm going to say that just as you just make it into cover, just as the shadow passes over, and you get this feeling, both in like that chill up the back of your spine and in the back of your head, this sense of, oh, what's the word? God damn it. Dread, small feelings that are not usually yours, as this is not your mind, but you are feeling things that this mind feels when it is being perceived by things much bigger than it.
It's the tiny the tiny dread of being known.
For lack of a better word, yes, that is exactly what you feel. But you managed to shake it off before that fear could grip you, and you are safe for the most part. However, one of you is in a giant slice of cake.
I don't worry about it.
Oh, please.
The regular size slice of cake. Nothing suspicious here.
Abel, I hope you understand, like, the sheer fatigue in your voice when you said that.
You all watch as from above, parting through the leaves and brush and past pipes, a Toon-like hand comes reaching down for the slice
That's
of
the
cake.
worst.
Oh.
But I love cake.
Oh no, the consequences of my decision.
and the hand reaches down and grabs it and starts picking it up. Blake, you have a sense that you're moving upward. Want to do anything about that, bud?
Oh man,
Ruby
I don't know.
next to Zan is like, her hands are like going all around and she's like trying not to panic.
Oh man,
Tell you
I
what.
feel like there's something I could do, but I don't know if. Oh,
Tell you what. Make a dex save for me.
sure.
Oh no.
The consequences of your actions, they have arrived.
19.
The 19.
You manage to slip and pop out from the bottom of the cake as it is being lifted up into the trees, and you hear hum, hum, hum. And then the shadow for a moment passes by, and you hear the move on.
Oh man,
I
that was my
hate
cake.
that.
Not a fan.
Duster's just like sitting there.
Is Blink okay? Like, Umi's looking at Blink and, like, kind of, like, gesturing at them, like...
I think Blink is just like sitting.
Like, I am just sitting here.
Man.
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 And I
suggest we get moving.
Yeah, I will say, you all still hear in the background.
I suggest we get moving right now.
I want to say my
Duster,
neighbor
this is-
hates me right now, probably for stopping.
It's fine.
Okay, where's Duster? Is Duster nearby hiding, or?
Duster doesn't poke his head out into the light because but he does kind of like exit the more shadowy sections he hid under.
Okay. Duster, this is your headspace. Do you want to lead the way?
God, I can try. Duster is like looking around because God, it's just a jumble in here. It is a jumble.
Weh.
But it's your job.
Zan,
Yeah.
Steps forward. He's like, no, he's no longer the tallest in the group. And he says, well, remember how we went ahead with Umi's? Just think of a memory, and that should guide at least a direction to go in.
Oh boy. I will ask my lovely DMs, is there anywhere you want us to go first, or should I just roll for it?
I'm gonna have you roll for it.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a
Oh.
d3.
For this is your mindscape. Your mind
Alright.
shapes.
2. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is the worst option out of the 3.
Oh,
Great.
great.
What is it?
Is this the worst option out of the 3?
You tell me.
No, it's not the worst option out of the 3. That's number 3. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. This way. Come on. Let's go. And Duster is moving rather fast, I will admit.
Okay.
Through
Yeah.
the shrubbery. Because he does not want to stay here.
I'm
He wants to
gonna
go somewhere else.
I'm gonna ask you all to make stealth checks one more time.
Still got that plus 10 up.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Still gonna make you do it though.
The nat 20.
It's a nat 20. It's a 19. Okay.
That is the highest Ruby has ever rolled on stealth. I'm living.
Yeah, it's because Antler's still unconscious.
Yeah.
Wait, it's the 23.
23. Okay, so that's Blink and Umi with 23. Okay.
23 club.
Okay.
Oh, the nat 20.
Before I do anything with that, Duster, where are you leading them? What memory?
I am leading them to the second memory on the list, with the 2D section.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, that's right. You sent me that. Didn't
Also,
you?
guys, please know I have the mental image of like Dusty leading the way, and then Zan holding Blink's hand, and then Blink holding like Ruby's hand, and then Ruby holding Umi's hand, all in a
Oh,
line.
good. Oh, it's so good. No one get lost.
No one get
That
lost.
I should mention, by the way, the Umi has 120 feet of dark vision.
Oh dang. Umi
Yeah,
can see
it's
good
not-
in dark.
Yeah, I do not remember how that dark vision is so big, but they sure have it.
Devil Sight invocation, I think.
Don't think that's it, because I'm pretty sure Marcel has the same invocation in his dark. Nope, never mind. That's it. You're right.
Well, Blink has 20 feet of light vision.
Wait, did Blink put on a light?
No.
Okay, good.
And I just double check.
Why? Should he?
No.
I feel like Blink moves up to turn on his light, and Ruby's like, no, hold on.
Just cover
Give
his
it a
entire
second.
face with your hand.
Yeah. She's like, no, don't do that.
Magic, just
Oh,
real
okay.
quick. You are talking about this section, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh boy.
I have to double check a few things just to make sure I am caught up and doing this right as a DM. Okie dokie. So as Duster leads you through, bits and pieces that are forest and pipes start to make way for boxes and crates among the foliage. And things start to become a bit more. Things start to appear more like silhouettes. You guys know, it's like Limbo. You know the game Limbo? It starts to look a bit more like that as you are going through. And as you go through, for the Toons, this may not feel too weird, but for Zan and Ruby, you start to feel like when you look down at your hands, you start to notice them look 2D when you turn them.
Oh.
And you both know, and the other Toon characters, you will notice this as well, though this may not be as weird for you.
That's
Okay.
Cool,
Then
cool,
take
cool,
some
cool,
deep
cool.
breaths, but he's fine.
oh no. Oh no.
Blink gives Zan's hand a little squeeze.
As you are, boxes and crates, I'm making sure I read it, doing the DM stuff, fixing it in my brain.
Hell yeah.
This is weird.
Okay, Umi, Blink,
What?
you both got 23. Roll me a dex.
Oh no.
Just regular dex, or it doesn't matter for me. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
I'm letting Blink roll first because Umi has to roll with disadvantage.
20, okay.
That's
Oh.
a 9. It
That's a
feels like it can
9.
be worse than that.
Unnatural 20.
That's
Super.
an 8.
Don't
That
think I
is
can
an
do worse
8.
than a 9. It's an 8.
That is an that is an 8. Alrighty then. As you are going through the underbrush, you are not. You still hear the stomp, stomp, stomp around you, almost like giants just moving about in the background. And Duster is leading you down paths that are avoiding being caught in any sort of light. But as you walk through, suddenly it's almost like something above you had gotten moved out of the way. And Umi, suddenly there is a light above you, and suddenly flash. You are seeing.
Oh.
Suddenly, you are no longer in this foliage around the boxes or the crates. You are no longer in this mindscape. Instead, you are now in a cave tunnel.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
By the way,
Oh.
out of curiosity, they were holding hands with Ruby, weren't they?
Ruby, you will have noticed that Umi has stopped walking
Oh.
and is just standing still.
Oh.
Still in the light?
They are looking still in the light, and they are looking forward, but they are not looking at you. But Umi, back to you. You are now in a cave entrance. You are in a cave tunnel near an entrance that leads out into an even bigger, giant cave, where you don't see much because it is very dark. But with the very
Dark
faint light
vision.
that you do see,
We have dark vision.
that's true. Actually, yeah, but you have a very sensation that it is not your dark vision that you are seeing through.
Nice.
Oh.
It is not so much that it feels different. It is not the eyes you are used to looking through, or single eye, I should say, as you are gathering that this is a memory of Duster's you are seeing through. And you are watching this cave entrance. You see in the center of this cave, you see a giant dragon skeleton curled up in the center, with an even smaller dragon who you recognize as Love curled up in the center, just sleeping, just resting. When you look, and then you look to the side, and you see Antler, the form of a skeleton, raise up his staff, and suddenly you watch and you feel a sense of dread as you watch as the cave crumbles at the entrance. And just whoosh.
Oh.
Hey, Magic, tell me, what was Duster feeling at that time when Antler brought in the cave in to separate Love's cave from the castle?
I think he stopped breathing for a moment. All emotion is gone for a single split second before everything comes back. Just worry and panic and confusion. Just a lot of adrenaline. Just you have to get in there. You have to get in there. What happened? What happened? Uh, Nothing is going right. Nothing ever goes right. It's just all around panic and God, words. It's not good.
This feeling is almost overwhelming, Umi, as you are stuck in this memory. And I'm going to say you are going to take... I'm going to say you are going to take about... Hey, Breaks, what do you think is a good amount of psychic damage to take from this?
Oh.
I'm
Let's
thinking
see.
2d8, but I don't know if that's too much.
I could roll with save and see how badly they take it.
A 2d6, how about?
2d6. Umi, will you... So we are going to roll a 2d6 for you, Umi.
Oh. Oh no.
So you're taking
Oh, that's
5...
not
So you
funny.
take 5 points off your mental fortitude.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you and Umi, you blink, and suddenly whatever had moved above you has suddenly moved back, and the shadow is back over you, and you are back in that. You are back in Duster's mindscape with Ruby's hand still holding yours.
Hey, the rest of the group, what were you guys doing while Umi was out like a light?
Panic.
Gosh.
Panic.
I wanted to say that Blink was like waving a hand in front of their face.
Ruby was like shaking your shoulder. or at least trying to. It's weird. Two-dimensional is weird. Oh. She doesn't know she likes that. It's weird.
Zan, he is going to approach Umi and sort of kneel down next to them when they're not reacting to a blink waving in front of their face. He will cast detect thoughts to see
Oh.
what's up with Umi.
Oh.
No.
Were you doing this as Umi was experiencing the memory or after?
Well, the question was, what are you doing while Umi is frozen in place?
Oh.
In that case, then in that case, you are looking into Umi's mind and you are experiencing this memory with them.
Oh.
But because you were not into direct contact, I am gonna need you to take just a 1d6 of psychic damage.
Alright.
F.
That's
You get 1
bad.
point.
1 point. 1 point damage.
I will say you are not. I will say you experiencing this, and it stings a little, but you are not. You are not unfamiliar with fear and nightmares of the like.
Mm-hmm.
And you are able to shake it off. And probably by the time you shake it off, Umi has snapped back.
Yeah, Umi snaps back, kind of shakes their head a little and blink, and probably registers they're being shaken very vigorously.
Yeah, Ruby, like, as soon as Umi is, like, quote-unquote back, she is signing, "Are you okay?"
Umi nods and signs, "Don't get caught in the bad memories."
Okay. Ruby nods
Zan
at that.
looks first at Umi and then to Duster.
Duster's like kind of hovering around Umi now that the light is gone. He does not like this. And Umi's not great on land.
Yeah, what? I have to roll everything with disadvantage.
God.
I think Ruby's gonna sign to Duster, like, should Umi hop on your back?
Umi, do you want me to carry you? It'll probably be easier.
Umi considers this, and then Umi makes like little grabby motions, like pick me up.
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Duster picks you up with relative ease. He's a giant rat man.
Rat man.
Duster. They get to pet the rat.
Yeah.
Aww. It was all a ploy. It's not a ploy to give the rat pets.
I was gonna be like, Blink could probably help, but no, this is actually very cute.
Good. Good.
I'm actually very glad that out of everyone that failed, it was Umi who had like 19 mental fortitude still.
Oh gosh.
Holy shit.
Jeezums, Umi. You are a powerhouse here.
Listen, there was like
Powerhouse of the mind.
like an 18, and someday when I get an ability score increase, that wisdom is gonna increase to a 20.
Jesus.
Nice. Nice.
Alright then, do you press onward?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright then, let me...
Duster doesn't want to dwell here.
It's so valid.
Alright then.
Weh. Dwell in the space or dwell on bad memories?
Both.
What's the
He didn't see
difference?
them. He didn't see them, but noting he can list a bunch of bad memories that take up more than both his hands. Yeah, no, he doesn't want anyone to see that shit. No
Yeah.
thanks.
Oh.
Alright, in that case, I am gonna have you all make one more roll as we go through here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And I'm gonna make it. Let's say an investigation.
Investigation.
Okay.
I mean, I could make you roll stealth, but
No. No,
We get
investigation
used
is
only
good.
getting a +10 to stealth. I'd almost rather, but
Oh, come on, Ruby.
Oh, come on.
Boo.
if
Both
11's
of us
nothing
are
but 11.
plus modifiers betrayed by the dice. But Blink perceives.
Blink
But Blink
perceives.
does perceive.
it does perceive. And oh, Duster, you already rolled. Okay.
What a 9.
Blink doesn't have any very high like proficiencies, but investigation is one of his proficiencies.
All right. Ugh.
He's a charisma caster. He does not have a single proficiency that relies on charisma.
I gently pat you.
Wait a second. Okay, Blink. Blinky boy.
Yeah.
Blinky boy. My bright
Uh-huh.
my bright boy. Light of my life.
That's me.
As you are going from cover to cover with Duster in the lead, now carrying Umi. I can't even make Umi make a dex check now because Umi's being carried. So, haha.
Good.
So this was actually smart on your part. That was actually smart on your part being carried. Haha. Anyways.
Haha.
I'll be honest though, like part of the reason why they were so quick to allow themselves to be carried was because they wanted the pet tester. That was
Good.
like 90% the reason why.
As you move forward through this two-dimensional mindscape that has formed around you, you look around and it's, as I said, it looks a lot like the game Limbo, where things have become more black and white, and certainly the places where light comes in is a lot more obvious, with bits of gray here and there to demonstrate some shadows, but mostly black and white. You look around, and in the distance, a little ways away, you see what looks to be a grate.
Oh, great.
You already have an inspiration. I'm not giving you another one just yet. No matter how much I like that. No matter how much that tickles me.
What's
Blink
great?
says that out loud, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
You did.
What's great? Is
Over
this
there.
sarcasm? Oh, that's an actual great. Oh my! And Ruby like face palms. Okay, that was a good one. I'll give you that.
What's up with the grate?
What is up with the grate?
Baby, what's up with the grate? What's over there?
Oh, sorry. My brain, for a second.
Your brain went.
Well, as Blink is
Sometimes
pointed out, it looks like compared to everything else. Actually, the scene around you. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right, because I have like several documents I have to double check between and compare with to make sure I'm not like going off.
Going off script.
Yeah, going off script, not keeping to respect of the mindscapes that have been given to me. Okay. Okay, it looks like a vent hole cover. Those ones you would see like in old buildings that are on the ground. On the ground, and it looks actually no. No, I want you from where you are. You can't quite tell anything about it from where it is. It just looks like a vent hole cover from where you are.
F.
Do we want to
I
go
mean, is
check
there
that
any
out?
light on the way there?
It is out in the open.
Doc, Ruby says
What?
very hesitantly.
Hello? Yes?
Are you getting any stronger readings or anything? Yeah.
Hang on. Let me check. And would Doc be getting stronger readings from that vent?
Yes.
Yeah, the cursor appears again across all your visions. taps on the the vent cover. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh,
Over there.
I was afraid of that.
Doug's playing a point and click adventure.
Some Dora the Explorer shit.
All right, let's just go.
Hmm.
God.
I mean, is it the light that's the problem? So I could help with that, but then we won't really see anything. Is the thing?
God, is it a clearing? Is this a clearing?
It looks like a clearing, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Okay.
I don't like this. I don't like this. This isn't good. This isn't great.
Okay. Dusty, you still have the. Look, we can do this. We can do this. Calm. Calm. Take deep breaths. We can walk through this. You still have the swords that make you invisible, right?
Yes, I do.
That
do.
should make it a bit easier. I can cast invisibility on 2 of us.
I
have
mean,
to
if it's the light that's a problem, I could turn that out in kind of a around us, but you know, it would be a little hard to see where we're going.
What do you mean?
Like,
Like-
the thing is, Blake is the kind of person where he is just gonna do it.
Oh no.
I want to just see what he has in his hammer space really quick.
Oh.
Okay.
Fumble!
Fumble!
Fumble.
First he pulls out one of Zan's pens, hands it to him.
Dan puts it away.
Oh.
Yeah, and then that one he could do. I think he pulls out. What do we have in there? I think he pulls out just like a regular light bulb, but it's like one of those black light bulbs.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
gosh.
Oh my god.
And he's gonna
my
cast
gosh.
darkness with that as the center point.
Oh, that's so good.
Alright.
Like this. He says it's dark in a 15-foot radius sphere around him.
Well,
Amazing.
I can't see anymore, but I see what you mean.
Just a quick check for the devil's sight. Is it true sight? Do you get true sight with that? For the invocation.
Oh, the thing is, not usually. However, Umi has another invocation,
Oh.
and it's Eldritch Sight, which basically lets them cast detect magic at will.
Oh.
Ah.
Well, I think Devil's Sight specifically says that you can see through darkness, both normal and magical.
That's what I was thinking.
It would have to specify
Yeah.
magical because normal dark vision does not work in darkness. In this
Yeah.
darkness.
Sure doesn't.
Yeah, so I could keep this up for like 10 minutes.
Can you move it?
Yeah, like yeah, if the point you choose is on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it. Completely completely covering the source of the darkness with an opaque object such as a bowl or a helm blocks the darkness, so he probably does that.
Oh
It's
my
just
god.
like- So is that anything or
I think that could work.
You want to test it out?
Yeah, let's try it. Yeah. Can anyone see through that? Because otherwise we might walk around in circles.
Umi raises their hand.
Like Ruby makes like little things
Can
with
they-
her hands and is like, Umi, I love you.
But can they see? Because Blink is holding the bulb that he has cast darkness on.
I mean, he could pass the bulb over. He doesn't have to be holding it.
My point being is that aren't you all in darkness right now?
Oh no, he covered it with a hand.
Oh, okay.
But the spell is still up.
Okay.
Okay.
We have this for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, it's concentration, so
Umi kind of like signs. Yes, I can see through the darkness. I can see through all darkness. Otherwise, swimming in the deep waters would be hard.
Fair enough. Ruby's gonna take Umi's hand, and then she's gonna hold out her hand to whoever's closest to her and make little grabby hand.
Is it Dan? Please tell me it's Dan. Please tell me it's not joining the daisy chain.
I think there. Well, how many of us are there? 5?
There are 5 of you.
Yeah, we can all be. If we even in a line, we fit inside of a 15-foot radius sphere because it means it's a 30-foot diameter.
Yeah, and also like Umi is still being carried by Duster? Question mark. I think.
Yeah.
Are you gonna reverse Ratatouille this shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yes.
Oh my god.
The
Yeah, so
legendary reverse
as long
Ratatouille.
as Blink is in the middle of this group, the darkness should cover all of them.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, Ocean Child. Let's reverse Ratatouille.
Oh no.
This is a great idea.
This is a wonderful idea.
This is amazing.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
All right then. All of you in a with a reverse Ratatouille at the helm, along and a daisy chain. I feel like Umi is directing Duster while someone is holding on to Duster's tail.
Yeah. It's probably Ruby.
In the order, it's Duster, Umi, Ruby.
Blink maybe.
Yeah, Blink should be
Blink's
in the
gotta be
middle.
toward the middle, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you and
Cool.
yeah, you take the first steps out from Duster. Are you able to take those steps out from cover?
Duster does, and he kind of like tries to angle himself where he can't really tell.
Duster
But
can't see shit right now.
Duster can't see shit right now.
Yeah, you are walking on blind faith. Literally.
Yeah.
Ocean
Mhm.
Child. Oh god.
Yeah. Duster steps out into the clearing.
All right then. Then in that case, you start walking. You still hear the stomp, stomp, stomp around you now, much louder, almost as if.
Duster moves faster.
Umi
Nothing.
kind of like very gently but firmly like tucks like, no, don't move too fast. You'll leave the radius of the darkness.
God.
Umi, I want you to roll strength.
Against Duster?
Yep.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Umi pull,
I know you know how bad their strength is.
Mm-hmm.
Umi pulling on Duster's ears like
Duster
reins
is
of a-
going
of a
as
horse.
fast as Duster chooses to go.
He just like bumped up to a speed walk, so
All right.
Oh my god.
he's not moving. He's not like dashing or anything.
Okay. None of you except Umi know how close you are, but for Umi, if you're about maybe halfway there, Blink, roll me that concentration.
Sure.
Concentration.
What was my thing for that? 'Cause
Concentration,
I have the boot.
baby.
I got them boots.
Jam boots. Hashtag boots.
Boots.
We got the
24?
boots.
That's a
Yeah.
20. That's a 24. Oh man, I was gonna hurt y'all if that failed.
Uh-huh.
But
Oh, okay.
but you still but you for about what you feel like is halfway through, all of you hear the stomp become louder and louder and louder, and you swear you all actually jump a little bit because you feel a foot come down just inches away from you all before lifting up, and you hear that kind of like the as the sound of something just big walk over you. But with the guidance of Umi and the persistent concentration of Blink, you all manage to get across to the vent.
Me gives Duster a pat once they reach the vent. Like, you did it.
Hell yeah.
Duster reaches out to like grab the vent and he goes, we're here.
Oh, thank God.
All right, I would.
I'm glad we didn't raise any suspicion.
This patch of darkness just walking across the fucking floor.
By the way, I will say, Duster, you're now kind of soaking wet.
You know what?
Aw.
He doesn't care right now.
If anything,
Very stressed.
if anything, it's probably keeping him cool. Honestly.
I mean, maybe it's helping keep him grounded.
Maybe. Who knows?
Like physical sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, it's a thing where every time Duster's about to do something rash, like, the water kind of reminds him, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my
Speaking of physical sensation, I'm gonna need y'all to roll Umi investigation. Umi at advantage because you can see it.
Oh.
That's a 19.
All of us in the darkness, do we have
that's a
disadvantage because we can't?
That's a nat
Why would you say that?
20, baby.
Nat 20, baby.
Why would I say what?
You said, should everyone else roll at disadvantage?
Why would you repeat that?
Because I know that Fable and Briggs aren't that mean.
Aw.
I mean, I gave you advantage and just then regular. They just can't.
11.
I mean, I could.
11.
I could be mean and make the rest of you roll disadvantage.
No, don't do it.
But we're on a time. But we're on a time limit, and there's more,
Yeah.
and there's more than this to come. So
Yeah, and Umi rolled a nat 20 anyway, so
yeah,
like, they
Umi rolled a nat 20. So Umi, you can see the screws. You can easily detect the screws, especially when you're on dusters. You can see all the screws that hold the vent in place.
Umi kind of reaches forward, and can they try and unscrew those?
Roll strength.
Oh.
Nice.
Wait, before they do that, how big the screws relative to Umi?
You are tiny. They're big. They could fit in the palm of your
Big.
hand.
Okay, can Umi grab something from their hammer space then?
Yep. Roll it. Roll for it, my dude.
6. They take out their moonlight scimitar.
Ooh.
Okay.
Flashlight glows in the dark.
Does nothing in this magical
I
darkness.
don't know if it glows in this
Yeah,
dark.
but like it would have, and
It
they're
would
gonna
look
try
cool.
They're gonna try and unscrew the screws, like using the scimitar,
Oh, that's
them to
clever.
screw them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will let you do I will let you use your strength modifier plus 2.
Okay, that's just a straight d20.
Nice.
Hey.
All right. For the 15 with a 15, you need Duster's help to lean you closer to each of the screws, but I'm going to say with that 15 you are with your scimitar you are able to unscrew all of the screws, and then you come out with a clink clink clink, actually with more of a clunk clunk clunk, because these are actually big sizes of metal compared to you
Yeah.
guys.
Duster just kind of takes the grate in one hand after all the screws are off and just kind of pulls it out and like shifts it off to the side.
Buff rat
Much
man.
like he did earlier.
Yeah,
Nice.
except now one-handed.
Buff rat. Congratulations, the vent is now open.
Cool.
Let's go. And
Which
walking into the
direction is it?
vent. You're still holding onto Duster's tail. It just kind of gives like a pull
Okay, cool.
forward. It's the only direction you can go in 2D.
Yeah. Forward it is.
Once you are in, again, none of you can see, but Umi, you can. It is a straight path. It's a vent. It's a vent. There are maybe small holes, little dents, where bits of light shine through, as well as great covers along the floor of it that let light shine through. That let bits of light shine through, but not as intense or as threatening as the holes around.
Yeah, y'all just let me know when we're done with this.
Umi like goes to sign and then pauses as they realize that, fuck, no one here can see them sign,
Oh no.
Oh no.
and they kind of like pause a little and think, and then they kind of God, Umi's gonna speak, but the problem is Umi's gonna speak in deep speech.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know if anyone here knows that.
Not that one.
deep speech. Nah.
Let me
If
see.
if you
You can comment. It's
That
just
is not one of Zan's, I'm afraid.
hey, guess what? Umi says
Yeah.
something and Doc replies in deep
Fuck
speech.
yeah.
yes.
Umi like for everyone else, it kind of like for a moment you hear like dolphin and whale song.
Oh my god.
Holy.
Is that
What was that?
Is that's what Umi's deep speech sounds like?
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna
Zan pauses, and there's like a faint glow as he casts comprehend languages.
Oh my gosh. Good.
Yeah, and you just hear like Umi describing like the way forward.
Zan translates for everybody.
Wait, who's talking? Wait. Is that you, Ubi?
There's a confirming click.
Oh my god. You can
Wait, is
talk.
it one of those like
It's just like a little dolphin click. Oh my gosh. This is good.
And then Umi, when like Ruby's like, you can talk, Umi like kind of gives like a seal bark and it's basically don't really like to very much.
Oh well, that's fair.
Yeah, they describe the way forward.
Alright, Magic just had to step out real quick to go walk. To
You
go
could
walk.
take another break.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
another break?
Yeah, Magic says it'll be about 5 minutes, so we'll take before we go forward. We'll take another quick 5-minute break for this one, or at least
Nice.
until Magic gets back.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll say we are
Yeah.
definitely making a much faster headway for this one than we were the first Mindscape.
Are we?
Yeah.
I think
Oh, it
so.
feels faster a little bit.
It feels faster, yeah.
Anyway,
I
Oh,
mean,
and
we're
as well.
keeping a pace.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping a pace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go refill my water real quick. I'm gonna pause recording,
Yeah.
and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
I feel like you're
And we are back. Alrighty then. Where did we leave off? Oh yes, you are in the start of the vent crawl space, and
Mhm.
I believe you guys are deciding whether or not to keep up the darkness. Actually, you've just discovered Umi's deep speech.
Yeah.
What did
Ruby's
Umi
Zan's
say?
translating and Umi wants to say that. Blinka will just
Umi was
And that
basically
spell.
like describing what the path ahead looks like, because you know, they're the only one who can see this, and no one can see them sign.
Yeah.
I think we should at least cover the darkness for now. It'll be fine.
Okay. How long
We
has
can
it
pull
been?
it out when we need it.
Hmm?
How long has it been?
Oh, time,
Yeah,
Since
how
we've
long has
got
it
the
been?
darkness.
oh, time is weird. I had you roll concentration.
5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
All right, we got 5 more minutes if we need it. Blink will keep holding concentration on that and just cover it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see again. Oh.
Alright.
Umi's
Oh
like,
wait, so
"Well,
so Blink is just is still keeping up darkness, but he's just covering the bulb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, you can all see the vent crawl space ahead of you. You can see the light. You can see the more intense light poking through holes around the vent, and then you can see the less threatening light coming up through the vent grates.
Hmm.
The grates along the floor.
I'm just so
Okay.
delighted. I'm like, I know that the concept of using darkness to like sneak somewhere would not work in the real world because someone would be like, "What's that ball of darkness moving across the floor?" But in the like mindscape, the logic of it does make sense. You know
No,
what I mean?
yeah, and I was just like, I can't really fight that. I gotta give it to you.
If it's the light that's
It was
the
clever.
problem.
It was clever, and I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just put, please.
You being smart babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
But all right, how do you all wish to proceed?
could you describe the vent again for me? I may have forgotten it already. Again.
It
Gently
looks
pat you.
you are within a you are small within a giant vent crawl space. Along the floor there are vent grate openings that let a little bit of light in, but around the walls and the ceiling you see pockets, holes that let in more intense light, beams of it that you can see where it hits on the opposite wall.
Okay, so we should avoid the more intense ones, but we might be fine if we walk past the grates.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we want to keep the darkness up while we go through? That way we don't risk it?
We might as well use it while we have it, I guess.
Got like
Huh.
5 more minutes on this.
Okay, we
Yeah.
should probably quicken our pace then.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get us to go faster through this area.
Yeah.
All right. So you are using the darkness bubble.
Yup.
Okay then.
We're just
But we did
scooching
take a little
forward.
break from it so everyone can kind of see what it looks like ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, and you do have Umi that is guiding you, but I am gonna have you all roll perception. This will be a hearing.
Oh,
Nice,
okay.
nice.
Oh man.
We have hair in their ears, they can't hear.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Umi is busy petting the
18.
rat.
Yeah, honestly,
So,
yeah.
12 from Umi, 18 from Duster, 14 from Ruby, 15 from Zan, 17 from Blink.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I would say even with a 14. Let me just check. Okay. Yeah. So all of you. So as you are walking, the darkness bubble is keeping you safe for the most part from the pockets of light that are coming through the holes. But as you feel your feet going over the grates, you hear things from below, and you hear. Oh boy, how do I put this? You hear screaming.
Uh-huh.
Screaming yells of different people, doors being kicked down, and the clinking sound of armor.
I don't like that.
I
Probably
don't think
fine,
that's
right?
mine. I don't think that's mine.
Can Umi please close Duster's ears?
Is Duster okay with that?
Wait, Duster, you said that wasn't yours, right?
I don't think so.
I was afraid of that. Okay, and Ruby's gonna like tiptoe over to like wherever the edge of the darkness is and peek her head out to
Oh, boy.
see
Ruby!
whatever is beneath them. Wisdom of 10.
Ruby, curiosity killed the cat, like, Duster, like, you feel Umi, like, vibrating, like, oh, Umi sees this, Umi sees in the dark, Umi's like, Ruby, no.
I think as soon as like Ruby let go of his tail, like Duster would have just like panicked and tried grabbing at Ruby.
Okay, in that case, I want to say make a grab check for Ruby.
Make a grab check.
I don't know what a grab check.
I'm trying to decide what that would be.
Probably
Typically
like a grapple check.
Yeah,
You
a
could
grapple
do-
check
you could
would
do a
be
grapple.
like
Yeah.
Duster doing athletics, and then Ruby does acrobatics or athletics in response to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably-
I would argue for disadvantage on both ends.
Yeah.
Considering the
Yeah.
darkness.
Both of you are
Let's get
disadvantaged
the worst dice rolls we could
as you
possibly
are in the
get.
dark.
11.
Can it not be advantage for Duster, actually, considering Umi's there to give a help action?
Maybe it would be just a straight roll then.
Yeah, it would just
Yeah.
be a straight roll, so it would still be the
What
11
is
since that was the
my-
first roll.
Yeah.
What is my acrobatics?
But Ruby will be at disadvantage because you are still walking in the dark.
Yep, absolutely.
Watch her nat 20 twice or something.
Oh, it's 12.
Never mind.
Still beats it.
Yeah.
Ruby, you just managed to like duck beneath Duster's arms as they swing around to try and grab you, and you poke your head out, and you look down, through the grate below you, and the scene that you see is the scene of of a family whose home you see it more in more shadows as you are looking from a great vent above, so you don't see the whole picture, but you can see the shadows of of doors being kicked open, windows being broken, armored figures storming in and grabbing the families inside and pulling them out. There's so much screaming you cannot make out the words.
Ruby, we need to go. Ruby,
This is Antler's.
Ruby.
memory. Hold on. This is Antler's. I see the
Ruby,
shadows.
where'd you go? You broke the chain.
Hold on. I'm on the edge. I'm next to the.
Ruby, now is not the time.
Oh no.
To say, hey, Umi, Dusty's panicking.
Okay. God, what do I have to? What, help action to give you advantage?
Ruby. Oh God, I'm rolling wisdom real quick.
Yep, please do.
Oh, Ruby, you dumbass. Ruby, you dumbass. Okay. Yeah, no, she's not listening to Zan. Okay.
Duster is going to go in whatever direction Ruby was, and also exit the light, or exit the darkness. And
Animal handling to stop him?
Excuse me, he is a person, Umi, and I'm disappointed in
I don't
you.
know what else to roll. Like persuasion? Like what?
Like Ruby's literally just like looking around for any sign of any key in this memory, because that's what they're looking for.
Ruby, roll perception. Duster, since you have stepped, Umi, I will allow you to roll a strength to try and pull Duster back. But if you fail, Duster, you will be also making it as a fail.
Oh, 0.
Duster, I would like you to also make a perception.
That's a 0.
How does Umi fall off or something?
I think so. At that.
Oh no.
God.
Yeah, there's just a thud as Umi gets like.
How wide are the openings of this grate?
No,
They're grate openings. They're not that wide.
Yeah, but if well, Duster's 7 inches. Umi's smaller than that.
I am not.
Please, Fable, don't be mean. Fable, we have a time limit.
Yeah, Briggs. What do you think?
How much noise do you think they're making at this point?
Oh no.
I would say with Umi falling into the grate makes a loud clang, and suddenly you, Ruby, you're looking through this memory trying to spot something, and you think you might see something, but then it just stops. And suddenly, Ruby, you see the shadows of the armored figures look upward.
Oh gods, running.
And I need all of you to make dex saves.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I think at that point, Blink would have been trying to like back up or get to a side of the vent. Like they're probably going kind of in the middle.
Is he keeping up the?
Wait, shit! I rolled in the wrong chat. Hold on.
Is he keeping up the darkness spell still?
Yeah, he's keeping up the darkness, and his hand is vice-like on Xan's.
Okay.
He's like, he lost one side of this chain. He's not gonna lose the other.
Okay.
This is Dex, right?
This is Dex, but it might also be a concentration for you to keep up that darkness. In a
Okay,
bit.
well, hang on.
But we'll see how you do on Dex. Okay.
You want the concentration?
That's a pretty good Dex. So for the moment, not yet.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Yep.
Okay, here's the first one and the disadvantage. Okay, 13 isn't that bad.
And it's bad.
I mean, Zan's being held by Blink? Question mark. So maybe
That would
question
not. Yeah. That could. Even with the best of intentions, it can also hinder.
Oh god.
Okay, so
I mean, it wasn't a nat 1.
okay. So who got what? Zan. Okay, Zan
They got a 6.
Duster 19, Ruby 22, Blink 17, and Umi 13. Okay, so. Okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. I'm just gonna. Ah.
I'm scared.
Fine.
Consequences of actions, except it's not to Ruby.
Oh.
Blink.
Yeah.
You push yourself and you try and push Zan to the wall, and while Umi with the help of Duster and Ruby, who's already skedaddling, you all get most of you get off the grate in time, except
Nice.
Xanadu.
Cool.
I'm sorry, that was a 6.
Yep,
Oh,
sure
no.
was.
But the vent covering does not. Instead of opening, you suddenly feel something rip through the vent covering and grab hold of you. A giant hand
Oh.
grab you.
Okay. Oh man.
Can all of us see this?
Depends. Blink and Zan are still in darkness at the moment.
Oh, is Blake still holding God to Zan's hand?
I'm gonna
I
say.
mean, when a giant hand grabs a hold of Zan, does Blink try to hold on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'd say it's probably a strength check to see if
Yeah.
you can still hold on.
Yeah, roll
Oh,
me
good.
strength.
Oh no.
This is fine. This is fine. A strength check? That's fine.
God, I don't like.
Do I have any case for an athletics?
I don't think so, no.
Mm-mm.
Alright.
Not while in the dark. You're in the dark. You cannot see. All you know is that Zan is being pulled. That is a 5. That is a 5. Zan is suddenly yanked from your grip.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh god.
And Umi, how far away is Zan from Umi?
I want to say this is all within. I would say this is all within a couple. Not too far. Not a couple feet, but like a couple of inches. As you're seeing that, and Ink, you are Blink. You are in your little darkness bubble, and at this point, the hand has probably
Can I
like.
cast magic missile in the hand?
Can Umi try and run towards Zan?
I will. Yes and yes, but magic missile first. Roll me damage.
Okay. Okay. She's just doing it at first level. Oh man. That's 3d4 plus 3. That's 9.
It's a 9 with a 1, 2, and a 3. Okay. Okay. You hear a groan from down beneath you, but the hand does not let go of Xanadu.
Okay.
Oh.
Can Umi run towards Zan and like touch Zan?
What are you trying to do exactly?
Umi just like us. Umi just like indicates it goes fog cloud. And
Is this some is Oh
do you
yeah.
remember fog cloud?
I do. Is that
Gaseous
some
form, sorry, not fog cloud, gaseous form.
is this some
Gaseous form, yeah.
this is something that they can Oh yeah.
You transform a wheeling creature you touch along with everything it's wearing and carrying into a misty cloud for the duration.
Is Zan a willing creature though?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Zan, you
Zan
can
has no idea what's happening. Like
Yeah.
what Umi's trying to do, what the hand is trying to do. He can't see. It's dark. And also
It'll be dark for much longer once you're,
exactly,
like
but
2 or
I
3
assume
inches away.
Umi can still reach him. He is still within the dark spot. And also, if you're trying to change Zan's form without letting him know
Yeah.
what's up, he's not going to have a good time. So no, I'm sorry, I don't think he counts as a willing creature.
In that case, he's going to have to make I believe, a save.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look at this. No, it has to be a willing creature. If it doesn't, then the
dang.
spell doesn't land. And Umi just like makes like a kind of like frustrated like click, like, and you hear them say, "Gaseous form, come on, come on."
Does Zan hear this?
He did cast comprehend languages earlier.
This is true. Okay then.
It's really down to whether or not Zan knows what the spell is.
I mean, he probably would.
Probably.
I'm wondering in the amount of time since the hand has come up and grabbed him, like, is there enough time for him to process and
Would you like to
that
make a
will
roll for it?
happen.
Would you like to make a roll for it?
Please roll.
All right.
Oh man.
I do have an idea as well.
Intelligence, wisdom.
Yeah.
Blink, you are stuck in darkness at the moment. You don't know.
I would have.
You
yeah,
don't-
He's
I
in
was
control
told
of if it's dark or not.
What roll should I be making?
I'm gonna say make it a. Let's make it a wisdom. Everything is happening really, really quick, and you're trying to keep up.
Oh,
nat one.
Nat one.
That
no.
is a nat 1. That is a 10.
no.
This is happening far too quickly, and I'm gonna say at this point the hand is starting to lower down through the hole it's made in the grate, and you can hear the screeching of metal as it's starting to go down.
No, Blake, if you have a plan, now would be a good time to do it.
I mean, it's stupid. I don't even know if this is anything that would actually work, but Blink
Has the
is
darkness
going.
thing dropped?
Oh yeah, he drops darkness.
Okay.
Okay.
It's his own concentration. He drops darkness. God, I don't know if this is gonna make it worse or not. Is there? We can only see this hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Blink is gonna make an attack with the Ring of the Ram.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It makes an attack roll with a +7 bonus. Yeah, 12.
It's a really
Big hand.
target.
Yeah. It's. I will say 12 is enough.
Nice. Okay.
Solid, cool. He's gonna expend 3 charges,
Damn.
Oh my god.
That's the ring of the ram.
which means it takes 60, 10 force damage.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Jeez.
Describe for me what this looks like. That is 28 damage.
Ring of the Ram. This ring has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to expend 1 to 3 of its charges to attack one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. The ring produces a spectral ram's head and makes its attack roll with a +7 bonus. On a hit, for each charge you spend, the target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. I know this, and I've done this anyway, so we'll see where that goes. Yeah. 28 damage to this hand.
Okay. Hit breaks. I would say 28 damage is enough to
Oh yeah.
make a hand
definitely.
let go of someone. Because
Oh,
that's painful.
absolutely.
28 damage
Yeah,
is
ow.
pretty painful to your hand, to
Probably
your poor
broke.
hand.
Guys, like hand bones are crushed.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Does
he
it
moves.
smash the hand into the other side of this vent?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, when you say it moves it literally goes slamming into the hand before Zan. You feel the hand loosen around you.
Cool. He like. I'm gonna just like roll to see. Oh, good.
Yeah, Blink is gonna just run up.
he is like sprawling out of the hand into like across the vent.
Oh god.
Yeah, Blink runs over like, Zarin, you okay?
Duster. Oh god. Duster's not even going to say anything. He's just going to pick up Umi, pick up Ruby, and just start fucking going.
Umi's like literally like tugging at Duster like, what are you doing? Because hey, you're leaving behind the other 2 of the party.
God, yeah. It's just fucking. He's not very great right now.
So you're booking it. You 3 are booking it.
No. If Umi stops him, he's just going to he's going to pause, sort of like adjust Umi, so Umi's kind of like on his back now. It's obviously a prompt of like, hold on. He's gonna walk over and just kind of pick pick up Zan's arm because they're going whether they want to or not. He doesn't care. He does not care.
Could you roll perceptions for me, please?
All of us?
Yes.
Love a good perception.
Oh, that's not one Umi can't see from Chester's back.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm not rolling
30,
for
20.
Ruby.
30-20 for
Oh,
Blink.
no, Ruby.
You are not rolling for Ruby?
I am not rolling for Ruby.
Fair.
Okay. Well, that's okay because Blink rolled a 20. Blink, when you go over to Zan, you notice on the hand that it's kind of just like crinkled there at the crinkled. I don't know a good word for it at the moment.
Hold on. There's a loud engine rev on Vamp's end.
Sorry.
No, it's
You're
fine. I
okay.
just could not hear what Fable was saying.
Yeah.
Okay, one more time.
So the hand is kind of just like sitting there for a moment. You still hear kind of sounds from below, like that could possibly be a lot of cursing at the moment. But it maybe either way, you notice on the hand a ring. And with a 20 and with a dirty 20, I'm gonna say on the ring you notice a on this ring is the shape of antlers that have circled around, and in the center is an emblem of a key.
Oh.
Can Blink cast Mage Hand? Finesse that shit.
Yes, please.
Bricks, what do you think?
That's gonna be difficult, but yeah.
I could also do Lightning Lure and have it make a strength saving throw, not to be
Oh, can
pulled
you use
toward me.
lightning lure on an object?
I don't think so.
I mean,
actually, by
either
the
way,
wording of the spell.
either way, I'd like to make you roll for it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want me to roll, then Mage Hand is going to be it.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay then. I will have you roll for Mage Hand, and
Probably sleight of hand. That would work.
yeah, I would let it be. This is going to be a sleight of hand check.
Any world where I could get my like either my spellcasting ability or my spell attack bonus for that.
Huh. I mean, it is being made with the mage hand.
This is true. You know what? I will allow it.
Do you want the spell attack bonus, which is the higher one? It's not really an attack, so I could just use the spellcasting ability, which is his charisma score.
It'd probably the charisma score.
Yeah, charisma score.
That one's
Score.
plus
Score.
4.
Let.
13.
13.
I don't know if that's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wiggles a bit, but it's not coming off with just Mage Hand, and as you do that, the hand starts to crunch as it's starting to like try and get itself loose from the vent and get back down.
I think Zan will see what is trying what Blink is trying to do, and
He'd like to give an assist.
he would, yeah. What should I roll?
Action?
Or what's he do? Because he cast another Mage Hand.
Basically, yeah.
2 Mage Hands.
That's amazing.
Double mage hands.
Double Mage Hands.
One holds the hand steady while the other tries to get the ring off.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay then. Yeah, go ahead and roll a Mage Hand with the same modifiers as I asked Mock to do, which was the frick.
The
Spellcasting modifier.
Yes,
Yeah.
spellcasting modifier. Thank you.
Spellcasting ability.
Oh
Damn it.
no!
God damn it.
I am
You dice parser.
I am willing to be
wait,
nice.
hold on. I have a
What?
point of inspiration. I'm gonna use that for this.
Hey!
That
I
was
always forget I have them, but I have them. I have the one. I'm
Alright.
gonna use that.
Do.
all right then. With inspiration, for a moment you two are pulling with your spectral hands, and for a moment it feels like it's not gonna budge, and then suddenly blink. You're like, you know what? You're like, oh, peck this. Whoosh! You yank this ring off of the hand.
Hell yeah.
Off the hand, and just
God, Uni, it's like a reverse Poppy situation. Remember on the ladder? They were trying to smack her off of it?
Just, oh my god.
Way back when?
Way
Oh
back
my
when.
Yes!
You know that memory, that memory floats by your head, Blake, as that's happening.
Oh,
Do
that's
you,
kind of
Your mind.
familiar.
Yeah, he's gonna yoink that bad boy and, like, I don't know, carry it under an arm and start fucking booking it.
neat. All right. You catch the ring, and as soon as you catch it, everything once again stops. Everything has gone still. The shadows below, the screaming, the hand that is still halfway through, that is still stuck in the vent the vent grate has just, everything is still and quiet. And in this moment of silence, I'm gonna ask you all to make one more perception.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for Ruby this time.
That's a 16.
10 from Ruby. Zan, please.
Blake's been getting these fucking perception rolls like shit, right?
Yeah. The lamp
He
sees all.
perceives.
He perceives.
Alright, wow. Okay. Who got the highest of that? That was...
Zan.
It was
I
Zan.
got a 27.
Okay, much like before in Umi's mindscape, you see the bits of... hold on. Okay. Much like in Umi's mindscape, you see the bits that you have concluded are part of, that are once from what must be the Antler King's memory start to crumble and fade away. Zan, you can hear a sound at the very far end of the vent hallway, vent tunnel, ventway. You hear the ventway. You hear voices echoing down. Coming up from another vent grate that is intact with a warm glow coming up.
And can I hear what they are?
You hear two voices, and the two voices you hear are that of Antler and Duster. What do you do with this information?
Buster, do you hear that?
And Duster, as it has been pointed out to you, you flick an ear behind you, and you also hear your own voice and Antlers talking.
I will say Duster is still not in a great mindset right now.
I will say, much like the weird machinations that mindscapes do, the floor beneath you just kind of starts to move, almost like you're on a moving walkway. And suddenly, that vent that you are hearing the noise from is suddenly whoosh, under your feet. And you look down, and Duster, you know this memory. You are looking down, and you are seeing the kitchen of Ruindall Castle as you see yourself looking over an old recipe book that you'd found in the library, and you're trying and you are reading over it, trying to collect ingredients that are much bigger than you, and it is at this point, and you are halfway struggling with a big bag of flour that the Antlered King has walked into the kitchen and has found you. And it was probably a awkward conversation to explain that you were, gonna make a birthday cake for Ruby as a surprise, because, birthdays are apparently a thing that bigs do. And you're not sure I don't think you were sure what to expect from your boss when he heard this. but probably the first thing Antler said after the explanation was that you were not gonna be able to make a cake with your hair in the way of your face like that. And before you knew it, Antler not only basically, put your hair up into a neat bun, but also put his own hair into a bun and started helping you make this cake.
Oh.
And as you are all seeing this, suddenly the forms of Antler and Duster underneath the vent glow and merge together into a ball of light that fly up into the vent, and I'm now in front of you, Duster, floating in front of you. How did you feel during that time?
Oh boy. Emotions are hard to describe. Duster felt confused at first, but also motivated and just kind of at peace, as much as a nervous rat man can feel at peace.
And
It was, yeah.
And you all, as you have peered into this memory of Duster's, you all feel that sort of peace for a bit. And Duster, as this memory floats above you, will you take it?
I guess.
And as soon as you take it into your hands, suddenly, shoom! Everything starts moving past you at breakneck speed. You are all fine. It's maybe disorienting visually, but in a few moments, you are suddenly back in the hallway, and the curtained door of Duster's mindscape flourishes closed.
And once again,
Fuck that chuckle. That's me, not me.
Yo, can you like chill? What the?
Oh gosh.
so how y'all doing? Would you like another break?
Oh, Ruby's gonna need a break.
Well, I mean you, the players.
Also me.
Okay.
I
Well,
need water.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
refill my water. I've been refilling my water each time because I've been taking so many sips.
do we want to make this a little bit of a longer break? Because I know we've
Yeah,
had a lot
we are.
of
We are at 3 hours. We are at 3 hours and 50 minutes, so we're almost at the 4-hour mark. So I would say this is a good time to take our. Do you guys want this to be the 20 to half hour break, real quick, so we can get food?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm good with
Yeah.
that.
All right then.
Oh,
That is
man.
what I'm actually going to stop the recording and make this a. That way, I have this file in 2 parts.
Yeah, I part
You know
one
what?
and I
That's
part
actually a
two.
good idea.
Yeah.
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 So if you guys are good, I'm gonna stop the recording. We'll get food, and then
Oh,
we
magic.
will reconvene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Magic, I would like you to roll at advantage because you just got a warm memory.
Fable! Fable, I'm shaking you. He's not doing well. He did like terrible on his last roll. I
want to.
I appreciate the advantage, but it's not gonna help much. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Well-
anyway, you know what? We'll pick. You know what? We'll deal with this next. We'll deal with this.
Let the
After the
let the
break.
Ratman and the Ruby Child be
Oh
traumatized.
boy.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Yanks, people. Haha.
Hi,
Anyways.
Yanks.
Anyways, I'm stopping recording now. We'll be back.